As it's high school football on a Friday night as the Corpus Christi Miller Buccaneers are taking on the Sinton Pirates. Jacob Romero is to my right-hand side. Jake, exciting night for football, and both teams dialed in. We may have a national anthem real quick, but here we are.
Here we are.
Take a look at these two teams, and as they're standing on the field, we are getting ready for the national anthem. So on our pregame show, we'll take our first break. Reminding you fans, if you're watching our game on our social media, share the link on our Facebook site. Follow and like our page, and on our YouTube channel, please subscribe to YouTube so you too can get notifications when games are going on. Again, we're from Corpus Christi's Buccaneer Stadium, high school football, Miller and Sinton. We'll be back with more right after this.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
As well as recent natural disasters, the greatest challenges we have faced demonstrate the invaluable contribution our servicemen and women and first responders provide to our country. We are grateful for your service, for being role models for all of us, particularly our students. We encourage those in attendance to get to know these heroes tonight and to personally thank them for their service while continuing to follow safety protocol. Tonight's game is dedicated to our military members and first responders and athletes. We know you will honor their service through your good sportsmanship and fair competition. At this time, we take the occasion to inform and remind students and fans of the proper etiquette during flag ceremony. The United States flag is a symbol of our great country, and accordingly, all of us should honor that symbol by standing as the flag is paraded in front of us. Place our right hands over our hearts, and gentlemen should remove their hats. Remember, silence is a form of respect, and everyone should remain standing until the colors are retired. At this time, we call your attention to the 50-yard line. Parading the colors this evening, the NJROTC unit from Miller High School, Navy Junior ROTC. Color Guard Commander, Flag Bearer for the American flag, Cadet Senior Chief Petty Officer Sandra Gutierrez. Cadet Second Class Petty Officer Justine Vale is the American Flag Guard. Flag Bearer for the Texas flag, Cadet Lieutenant Commander Jenny Reyes. Cadet Ensign Raul Ramirez is the Texas Flag Guard. Instructors for the Navy Junior ROTC unit, Chief Warrant Officer 5 Rocky Halsey and Master Chief Rudy Bernard. Would everyone within hearing distance of the music please rise as we honor America, remain standing in respect for our country, and our nation's flag. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Concludes the playing of the national anthem, and they have already had much of the pregame show. Jake Romero, now we can talk about our pregame show. Let's talk about what to expect between these two teams. Miller, all that offense, and the Sinton Pirates, a team that may be better than an 0-2 team reflects.
I think you're definitely right with that assessment, Joe. Sinton is a lot better team than that 0-2 record is reflecting. We got a chance to get eyes on them last week against Beeville, and they're a very tough team. They run very hard. They execute their offense very well. Their defense plays very hard. I would not be surprised to see Sinton hang pretty close in this game.
Sinton last week, talk about what their offense did that you saw that was productive. Things to watch for if they're on target. What's going right? What did you see last week?
You're going to see a lot of Rylan Galvan, and I think that's what you're going to see regardless. A lot of number 23 coming out of the backfield along with his brother. His brother, Renee, who's the quarterback, number 4, is very good on his feet, very accurate with his passes. Expect to see if they can get the pass going, and that's what's going to be interesting here against this Miller team, is their secondary has not been tested yet. A young secondary, this is their first year for most of them to start. Watch out for that number 4 to number 6, Dalen Davis connection there. Watch for it early, I think.
On the other side, the questions keep being asked every time we come to whether it was a scrimmage, the first game, and now here in this one. Are we going to see the playbook opened up for Corpus Christi Miller? Jake, do you think it's going to come wide open yet?
I don't think so. I think you may see a couple of new little wrinkles. You're not going to see the whole thing. They've still got Port Lavaca Calhoun. They still have Cal Allen. They don't want any of that stuff on film yet. I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of the playbook, and I don't think we have to. You're going to see a lot of body to Lloyd, a lot of body to Lister. You're going to see the dynamic duo out of the backfield, flash and bang, Ethan Greenwood and McCulley and Williams a lot. I don't think we're going to, like I said, I don't think we're going to see anything out of the ordinary as far as Miller out of the playbook.
Want to give a shout out in the direction to one of our newest sponsors, Bubba 33. They got the TVs. I think they said they put it on 22 TV screens. Jake, we want to send a shout out there. Man, did they bring some food for us this morning?
Oh,
this
yeah,
afternoon.
They did. That was a pleasant surprise. I wasn't expecting anything, and look at that. The first sponsor coming right on through. Thank you, Bubba's.
Delivered a lot of pizzas, some wings, and it was good stuff there. And reminding you that they're open till midnight tonight, and yes, they indeed are streaming the game live. I want to give a shout out in the direction to Bubba's 33. Anyone watching there? Give me a shout out from time to time on our social media. Facebook, if you're watching there, share the link. It really does help fans who aren't aware of what our games are going on and what we're doing here on Real Sports Live. It gives an ample opportunity. Miller Buccaneers make their way on the field. So do the Pirates. We'll take a break and we'll be back with the opening kickoff. This has been the pregame show on Real Sports Live.
The kids are headed back to school, and this year, more than ever, they'll need internet they can rely on from VTX1 companies. Internet that makes the grade is vital to connect students at home with teachers and professors alike. Our friendly staff is standing by to give you any help you may need. For a limited time only, get free installation from a company headquartered in the Rio Grande Valley. Call VTX1 at 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Back here as we are getting set for the opening kickoff of this one. A good night for football. There was a talk of it. Rain may come into play. I don't think we're going to see that tonight, Jake. I think we got a good night for some football here.
I think so. We got a little overcast here, which is going to make the night a little cooler. The humidity's a little down. We got a nice sunset going on in the background out there by the plants. I think we're going to be in for a very nice night tonight, Joe.
Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera. He elected to go outside of the broadcast booth. He wanted to get out in the elements. He wanted to feel the game, and so Rudy will do a stellar job there. And he's kind of filming what we call in the media business blind, which means we have no communication with him. He doesn't know what we're talking about. So what he's got on the screen is what we'll do our best to match his efforts. To start the ball game, the Sinton Pirates will be going left to right as you take a look here on the screen. They'll be in the white uniforms with the black trim, and the Miller kicking team is yet to be on the field first. Sinton will get the football to start this ball game, and right out of the gate, Jake, establish what for the Sinton Pirates?
They want to establish the run. They want to test that Miller defense against the run, I think. Like we said, we saw that scrimmage against Ingleside, and they had a little difficulty defending the veer. And that's Sinton's bread and butter is the run. So I think they're going to establish that run and hopefully open up the passing game.
Miller will bring the team out on the field, the kicking team. Again, we appreciate you joining us wherever you may be watching these games here on Rio Sports Live. Available live right now, but due to some coaches' requests, the replays won't be available for much longer than 8 hours at most. By tomorrow morning, I assure you, they will be taken down. Then we'll rely on the highlight reels for you fans that want to keep tab on what happened in this one. But appreciate everyone that's tuning in wherever you're watching from. I am watching on the social media on Facebook right now. Give me a shout. Kickoff, and we're underway. It veers over the left-hand side, or right-hand side is picked up there by the Pirates. Trying to take down the right-hand sideline is Jaden Howard, and Howard takes it out of the 26, and here comes the offense, Jake. First time on the field.
Yep, here they come. Like I said, Joe, I wouldn't surprise to see a nice little run up the middle to Ryland Galvan to kind of set the pace of this offense.
Galvan comes out. He'll be directing the show, wearing number 4 on your screen as you're taking a look at the offense of the Sinton Pirates in the huddle. And the first play from scrimmage will begin. I'll get the score clock operational here in just a bit, but for the most part, we don't have it dialed into the scoreboard just yet. 2 receivers right-hand side. Man goes in motion. Empty backfield now for Galvan on first down.
Well, there goes
Drops
my
back,
thought.
looking to throw. Looking for a bundle.
Lots of time,
down the
wide
left-hand
open.
Side, man wide open at the 40-yard line.
Right to
Caught
his brother, Ryland Galvan.
Inside the 37-yard line, and a huge pass completion, and away we go for the Sinton Pirates.
Well, I was right about seeing a lot of Ryland Galvan. It's just through the air that time instead of on the ground. Great play there by Sinton. I don't think Miller was expecting that at all.
34 yards on a first down pass completion, and so that's where they started off with a big play for the Sinton Pirates out of the gate. First down now in Miller territory. And this time they'll run it on the read, running up the middle. That's going to be a gain of about 4 yards. So
I'd take that every day.
Yeah, Galvan on the carry, Ryland Galvan on the carry. And that big play to open it up over the top. You said you were curious to anyone that may test this Miller defense, and indeed, that stretched it right out of the gate.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think they're expecting it, and I think they're going to keep going at it for a while until they prove they can stop it.
Second down and 6 yards to go. Ryan Galvan takes a snap, drops back to throw, has a ton of time, looking again, this time over the middle, overthrown, incomplete. And it brings up second down and make it third down, and now 6 yards to go.
That was Day Davis, number 6, the individual I was talking about before the game started. Keep an eye on him. You know, he's a 6'4" basketball player. He's bigger than anybody out there in the secondary, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot more targets go his way.
Rene Galvan is the quarterback, wearing net number 4. Rylan Galvan, you told me to watch for that before we ever started this deal, Jake, and we'll get it dialed in. Rene Galvan is your quarterback, facing a 3rd and 6 on the first possession of the game for the Sinton Pirates. From the 32 of the Miller Bucks, they'll read it. Rene gets hit, down he goes.
Great play by Jayshon Trimble coming up the middle. He came in almost untouched.
Huge hit. Let's take a look at the penetration here on this play on our replay. And you can see that there was just like you talk about untouched up the middle. Rene Galvan thought he had a read, nothing doing. Far off the blocker.
He blew up the lead blocker, and Galvan actually having to take the play off, lost his helmet at the end of that play.
That brings in the punting team. And so after a big gain on the first play from scrimmage, the Miller defense steadies the ship in a hurry. Low snap. Punter gets to it, lets it go. It's a short kick.
Short punt, but it'll do its job. Takes a Miller bounce there.
And at the 22-yard line, that's where the Miller Buccaneers will take over. They'll be having the offense on the field for the first time right after this.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran.
Back here, and the Miller Buccaneers will have the offense on the field for the first time. Andrew Body ready to go, takes the first snap, swings a pass, left-hand side, that's completed. Yards after the catch across the 20-22, quickly covered up. Short gain.
Miller coming out in that two-back set that we talked about earlier with the flash and bang setup back there, McCulley and Williams and Ethan Greenwood. Only going 3 wide. We'll see what happens with that. I mean, that's what we're hearing. That's going to be the primary offense for Miller this year is a two-back set.
Williams with the catch. And a short gain. Now on a running play. Room down the middle. Across the 40, 45, midfield, 45. Big gain.
Big gain by McCulley and Williams there. Brought down by Payette way in the Sinton secondary.
No flags on the play in the hurry-up offense of the Miller Buccaneers. Or there is a flag on the play. Looks like it's thrown way downfield during the tackle. Jake, any ideas there? We'll take a look at the replay. Maybe we'll see it at the end of that. See, the hole just opens up. And then
he may get him for a horse collar. Oh, no, it's on. Wow, it's on the Bucs.
It's on the Buccaneers, and they're going to bring it back. A race of 41-yard, well, some of a 41-yard gain. And then mark the penalty yardage off. It's a spot foul that they'll mark, so it'll still be a first down for the Miller Buccaneers. But across the 44-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from their own 44. Body, 2 backs in the backfield before the play. 2 receivers left, single receiver right-hand side on this first down play. Body hands it off on a read, keeps it, passes it, completes it into the 45-yard line. Takes 3 men to bring him down.
Great catch by Atkinson there. You know, he had a nice little fake to Greenwood up the middle, and everybody bit.
Body now 2 of 2 in the passing game for 13 yards. First catch of the night for Atkinson. And a new set of downs from the 45 of the Sinton Pirates for the Miller Buccaneers. They'll swing a pass left-hand side. That's going to be caught. Damari Lister on the catch, gains short yardage.
You'll see Damari come in when they've got that 4 wide set and go with the 1 back in the backfield, and he's their number 1 guy there at the H position, so you'll see him quite often when they go to the 1 back.
Got a gain of a yard. It's second, well, maybe half a yard if they'll spot him any at all. Second down for the Miller Buccaneers. This is their first time the offense has been on the field. Trips left, single receiver out to the right-hand side, single back in the backfield, body, straight drop. Looking, delivers, left side, caught, short of first down yardage, completed out there to Adrian Lloyd, his first catch of the night. Nice tackle made by the Sinton Pirates.
Good play made by Chris Burke there to keep any additional yardage down to a minimum there.
Lloyd, anytime he catches it, Jake, as far as everything I've seen, he's got a chance to break it.
He does. He's that game breaker that they've got on this offense. You know, he had that connection with his brother Bubba, and he's getting it with Adrian now.
They're down 2. They'll run it right side. Pirates are there. That's stacked up short of first down yardage.
So I think we may see a 4th and short here, maybe 1.5 maybe.
Look at who comes out of there, who ran that football that time. Catch that one. But it does bring up 4th down and about a half a yard.
And they're going for it. And Body's been known to take the quick kick as well, but I don't think they're going to even hesitate to try to get this first down.
Lines up on 4th and 1. He's going to run it. Has a first down across the 30-yard line, and the Miller Bucks will move the chains.
I think that one caught sitting on their heels. I would think they were expecting the handoff. I was too. Good play by Body.
His first carry of the night. This drive started after Sinton Pirates took the opening kickoff, had a launched deep pass completed, and then stalled the drive. There's a deep pass, right-hand side, got a chance, it's incomplete.
Just missed.
Atkinson, the intended receiver. That pass been a little, well, not as much on it. It would have been a touchdown.
That looked like Jaden Howard on the covers there. He had a step on him there.
Brings up second down for the Miller Buccaneers. I'll give you a clock watch. 5:34 on the clock here in the first quarter. And they'll swing a pass over the middle, tipped incomplete.
That's a rare drop that you're going to see there from Terrell. Great play fake there. I thought that was going to Williams on that one.
Body now 4 of 6 in the passing game for 22 yards, and he had a receiver just absolutely drop that one. So back-to-back incomplete passes brings up 3rd and 10 for Andrew Body. 3 receivers left. Looks to throw, now has to swing out right-hand side, looking to throw, directs some traffic, delivers a ball, and it's caught inside the catch.
Atkinson again.
Body bought all the time he wanted.
Yeah, he extended that play with his legs and waited for somebody to get open, and there was Atkinson there.
Second catch of the night for Atkinson. We'll take a look at the replay on that. Watch the time Body buys here by, first of all, protection was good. Then he buys some extra time and actually directs traffic and delivers out on the money.
Up the middle.
Run play up the middle, gets to the 2. And so for the Miller Buccaneers, they're now facing a 2nd and goal. Trying to be the first team to get on the board here tonight.
Greenwood looking a spry 215 on that frame there.
Running play left side, that's in the end zone. Touchdown for the Buccaneers of Miller.
McCulley and Williams for about 2 yards up the middle.
For Williams, the second carry of the night, scores a touchdown. Take a look at that on the replay on a split screen. The extra point unit's in, but there didn't need much. Got it in, stretched it in, and first points of the night are on the board, belonging to the Miller Buccaneers. Extra point coming up. Snap a little high, they get the kick away.
I think he missed it. Oh, he just got it in there.
Good. 7-0. Buccaneers lead, they'll kick off. Sinton has the ball for a second time of the night right after this.
It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, forever memories. 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Back here on Real Sports Live, the Sinton Pirates will get their hands on the football for a second time. Jake, your assessment, 2 possessions. It's a 7-0 game, but take a look.
You know, a lot of just little mental mistakes by Miller. You know, a couple drop passes, balls hitting the receivers in the hands and just not holding on to them. Last year, when Miller went to Sinton, we saw a little bit of the same. You know, going in midway into the second quarter last year, Miller was only up 14-9.
Kickoff by the Buccaneers, a wobbly kick. The sideline, that's a live football. They'll pick it up, and this is again, it's going to be Howard. Howard gets it across the 27-yard line. And so that's where the Sinton Pirates will bring the offense on the field for a second time. That pass play, you know, that was designed right out of the gate, Jake, the first play from scrimmage. But does it open your eyes that, hey, maybe we should go for that more, or do you have a set script of plays you're going to go with for a while?
You know, I think, and obviously I'm not a head coach, and
exactly.
I didn't even stay at a Holiday Inn last night, so I can't even use that as an excuse. But, you know, I take it to the air again. You know, let's see what happens.
Rene Galvan is ready to go. We'll direct the traffic for the second time here in this ball game, here in this first quarter. Man in motion goes right to left. Galvan drops back. Here comes some pressure. He's going to get hit, and down he goes. Looked like he had a little time early, Jake, but that pocket was done.
A little bit. And that was great play there by number 34, Garza.
Take a look at this again. If you want to deliver the pass now, you can. Now, nothing doing.
They got there pretty quick. They busted through that offensive line and really didn't give Rene a shot.
7-0 ball game, Sinton Pirates here at Buck Stadium on a Friday night against the Miller Buccaneers. 2 receivers either side. Man in motion left to right for the Pirates. Galvan over the middle. Is caught across the 20. More room. 25-30. Look out down the sideline. 40. Midfield. A lot of speed. Gonna go to the house for the Pirates of Sinton.
Again, through the air. Rylan Galvan. What was that? 60 yards? 70 yards?
How about 75 or 73 yards? 73 yards on the pass completion. It wasn't an over-the-top deep ball, but let's see if we can take a look at what we caught on the highlight. We'll see the little screen develop.
Yep.
And right there, Galvan got a great block. That's a lineman that's 15 yards downfield delivering that block.
Galvan's a tough runner, and if you talk to anybody from the Miller crowd or any of the Miller coaches, that was probably another one of their biggest fears is he's very tough to bring down.
Yeah, extra point is good. We're tied up at Buck Stadium. Miller and Sinton back after this.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
We are back here at Buck Stadium, and after each team has scored a touchdown, it is the Sinton Pirates kicking off to the Miller Buccaneers. End-over-end kick. This is returnable. Out across the 15 and a 20 and a heartbeat. 25-30, 31, 32-yard line, and now the Miller Bucks offense back on the field, but after making a drive look real easy, their offense understands we got to go back to work.
Yep. You know, if they can clean up these tiny mental errors that they've had there on the offensive side of the ball, I mean, they're not going to have any trouble driving this ball down the field here.
Body in the first drive was 5 of 7 for 44 yards. 102 yards of offense so far for Miller. Remember, they had some penalty yards involved in that first drive. He'll look to throw. Left-hand side is going to be caught, and short yardage gains as he goes to Adrian Lloyd.
Got a good 5 yards there. You know, Adrian's got some of the surest hands here in the Coastal Bend, so I mean, it's almost a catch every time it gets thrown his way.
Lloyd's second catch of the night. He's got 2 catches for 13 yards. Body is ready to go. Back in the backfield to his right side is Ethan Greenwood. 2 receivers either side of the field on 2nd and 5. Drops straight back, looks for a bundle down the left side, looking for Lloyd again, and he caught it. Big play, Lloyd catch. First down coming up.
Great coverage by Chris Burke, but Body just put it to where only Adrian could get to it.
41 yards, third catch for Lloyd. Let's take a look at that one on the replay. Like you said, watch where this ball is delivered to. Nobody in the place could catch it except for right there. Back to live action, running play up the middle for the Buccaneers. That's quickly in the secondary. Big gain by Ethan Greenwood. Call it a 12-yard gain, another first down.
No huddle.
Quick run again for the Buccaneers. That one stuck ran into his line of scrimmage. Yeah,
ran into his blocker there. You know, he got a little overexcited there. He saw some of the green there. If he bounced that out to the outside, that's another 6.
Greenwood now with 4 carries for 17 yards in the night. Williams now lines up to the right side of Body. And he'll try his luck. And he's hitting. Down he goes as the Pirate defense was all over that one.
Gavin Castillo there came up and made that play. Good play there by Gavin.
Big tackle made, and it's now 3rd down for the Miller Buccaneers. You can still get a first down without getting to the end zone for the Buccaneers of Miller. Body takes a look at the defense. Had been running with that fast-paced offense. This is quite a long pause. Hands off. No, he keeps it over the middle. It's going to be tipped and caught and touchdown for the Buccaneers.
Looked like number 2, Jaden Moreno on that catch there.
He was in traffic, and watch how he hangs on to this football. First of all, he just has to rip it out of the defender's hands right at the goal line, and does. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns for the Miller Buccaneers. High snap, extra point is away, and it is good.
Caden Shedd with the extra point.
14-7. Buccaneers lead the Pirates. We'll be back with more after this.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas. Forever Memories Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Back here, kickoff underway. Sinton Pirates let it bounce again on the sideline. They'll field it and now try the luck down the sideline and some room down the left sideline across the midfield stripe. Look at that. Christopher Arriaga, you talk about playing through the whistle or until the whistle blows. Let's take a look at this. We'll come back, and you'll see the ball just bouncing around. Looked like to most people it was going to go out of bounds. He stayed with it and nearly broke it.
Yeah, tiptoed down that line. That's concentration. You know, I was about to make the comment, they're not really kicking the ball to Chris Burke. He's a very good return man, and then they short kick it to him, and look at the result.
Pirates with the football in Miller territory to start the drive. Galvan wants a bunch. Left sideline, got a man open, caught inside the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Pirates. Wow.
It was just a matter of time, Joe. Like I said, they're going to test that secondary all night.
Davis from Galvan, 46 yards. And the Pirates of Sinton with a chance to tie this ball game up.
You know, I think a lot of folks are sleeping on this Pirate team, Joe. Just based on the results of what happened last year and what's happened the last couple of weeks.
Extra point slices its way through, and we are knotted up at 14 apiece. Kickoff coming up, first quarter. Still going on at Buck Stadium.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is...
Back here on Real Sports Live, the Sinton Pirates offense does the job on a one-play drive. They'll kick off. Miller watches this one bounce. Up man gets it at the 30, 35-yard line to the 40. And so the Buccaneers of Miller will bring the offense back on the field. Again, you look up, you score rather easily if you're the offense. And then you're looking up thinking we're not going to build on a lead. We got to retake the lead again.
Yeah. And, you know, I think Miller may be a little stunned right now on the sidelines. I don't think anybody was expecting this.
14-14 ball game. Unofficially, the Miller Bucks have outgained the Sinton Pirates. Body sets him down on first down from his own 41. Looks to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling right. Still looking. Delivers the ball underneath. Incomplete.
Under heavy pressure by number 5, Gavin Castillo there.
Brings up second down and 10. For Body, I've got him 8 of 12 for 98 yards through the air. Here in the first quarter, 3 seconds left. This will be the final play, barring a penalty. High snap. Body hands it off. Running play right side. That bowls forward for about 6 on another carry by Ethan Greenwood, his 5th of the night. Gains 6, has 23 in the quarter, and we'll head to the second. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
And empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD. Excellence is our tradition.
The kids are headed back to school, and this year, more than ever, they'll need internet they can rely on from VTX1 companies. Internet that makes the grade is vital to connect students at home with teachers and professors alike. Our friendly staff is standing by to give you any help you may need. For a limited time only, get free installation from a company headquartered in the Rio Grande Valley. Call VTX1 at 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
We are back here at Buccaneers Stadium on a Friday night after a first quarter that each team scored a pair of touchdowns. We're knotted up at 14 apiece. The Miller Buccaneers facing a third down and 6 yards to go from their own 45-yard line. First play from scrimmage, quick pass, right-hand side, caught by Lloyd,
Wow.
dropped it, incomplete pass.
Very rare. Write that down. Write that down. It's very rare that a ball will hit him in the hands like that and he drops it.
That's 3 consecutive passes that have been dropped by the Miller Buccaneers here in this ball game. Body, 8 of 13, 98 yards through the air, facing 4th and 6, apparently going for it here for the Buccaneers. Greenwood in the backfield, stays behind him. Body a high snap, hands it or keeps it, looking to throw, now looking to run, delivers a pass, and it's incomplete. Wow. A stop for the Sinton Pirates.
You know, this Sinton defense really has this offense off rhythm. There's a flag, Joe.
There is a penalty right in the middle of the field, which a lot of times
could be both ways. Could be one of those drag routes. Linebacker getting a hold on him.
Both teams are heading to the sideline as if that's going to be against the Miller Bucks, and they'll decline that.
Well, you hear the Sinton crowd; they're pretty hyped up. So it's against Miller.
So that means the Sinton Pirates will start a drive in Miller territory, all tied up at 14 apiece. Pirates with 144 yards of total offense. Nothing doing on the ground. They got negative yards on the ground, everything through the air. All in that first quarter. Empty backfield now for Galvan. Looks to throw right away. Waits, now going to run. Gets away from a man. Stays on his feet. First down and more to the 31-yard line.
These Galvan brothers, Joe. I think everybody's kind of slept on them. There's something else. And, you know, we haven't really mentioned it today is that, you know, Rylan Galvan is he's a UT commit as a baseball player. Great all-around athlete.
Renee that time, again, the empty backfield, so this passing game, if it's working, let's stick with it, and they are. 5 receiver set lining up right now for the Pirates at the 30-yard line of the Miller Buccaneers. Renee Galvan is ready. Takes it, drops back. Pressure comes, gets rid of the ball, left-hand side, and it's dropped, incomplete.
In and out of Ryland's hands there.
That was right on the money to Ryland Galvan. Renee now 3 of 5 for 153 yards. That's a catchable ball.
Yeah, I bet he wishes he has that one back. I think he's just thinking about the run before he got the ball in his hands.
Brings up second down. If the Miller secondary is the question mark, then the pressure fires away at that front 4 to try to see if they can disrupt the passing game with some intense pressure. Renee Galvan waits on second down, going to run on his own, takes it for a gain into about the 25. That's a 5-yard carry.
There's another flag.
Another flag in the play. So
after the play, at the end of the play.
Listen for the call on the field. Edna up on Refugio, 14-7, by the way. Just a passing score for you to think about.
It looks like it's on Miller, Joe. Wow.
Will be against the Miller Buccaneers and take it down. It's a biggie. Personal foul inside the 15, mark it down at the 12. And now the Sinton Pirates in the red zone can look to take their first lead of the night after playing catch up after 2 Miller scores. Galvan is ready, empty backfield yet again. Drops back to throw, delivers, looking in the end zone. A lot of traffic there, incomplete pass.
Little contact there in the end zone, but I don't think it was catchable.
Penalty in the backfield that time. That's usually in the vicinity of a hold.
Yep.
And it is a hold against the Sinton Pirates. There was one-on-one coverage down there for Galvan. They're looking in his direction if he's got single coverage. So they'll mark it down outside the 20. Still first down. To get a first down, the Pirates will have to get inside the 3, nearly the 2-yard line. On this one. Man in motion, goes right to left. They'll hand it off on a sweep.
Bounces
And
to the
roll
outside.
down the 10 to the 5, inside the 5. Third and goal coming up.
Chris Adiaga on that play. That's a great play call. Oh, another flag.
Another flag.
That one may be coming back too, Joe.
This will be against the Sinton Pirates. So the set of downs began at 12 of the Miller Buccaneers. Now we're back outside the 23-yard line. Still first down.
Yeah, 1st and 30. Still can get a first down, though.
Galvan has Rylan Galvan in the backfield with him on this play. 2 receivers right, 2 short side on the left side of the field. Galvan rolls out right inside, got a good block, frees up some room, delivers a pass, and it's going to be in the end zone up for grabs, and it is incomplete.
Yeah, target was number 6, Dave Davis again. Just a little underthrown there.
Davis still was making adjustments. Let's take a look at that on the replay. You'll see just how close Davis came to reeling this one in. This is where you, well, first of all, to get rid of this ball, there's pressure coming now. That was, receiver had a better beat on that ball than did the defender. And they've got a roughing the passer call at the end of that one.
Wow.
Let's go back to the replay. We'll see. Like I said, as the ball was being delivered, I know there was pressure coming up at him. So watch the delivery. We won't carry it through the entire replay, but watch and see, because they're coming right at him right now. And there was a hit indeed after he delivered the pass. So 3 consecutive plays have resulted in penalties.
And got a first down.
And we're right back to first down from the 12-yard line for the Pirates. So all you got to do there was run 3 practice plays.
Essentially.
And here we go. First down from the 12 for the Pirates. Rene Galvan takes a snap. Up the middle, that's no gain. Is that Payette on the carry?
That should have been Rylan.
Oh, it was Rylan. Yep, Rylan Galvan. Might have gained a half a yard. For Rylan, 2 carries, 5 yards in the night.
Miller doing a very good job of shutting the run game down. I mean, those big bodies up there on the defensive line are getting that push off the line.
Sinton, 5 carries, 5 yards, averaging a yard per gain. And facing now second down. Play clock down to 10. For Rene Galvan, down to 5, takes a snap, here comes pressure, gets rid of the ball, caught at the 10. Rylan Galvan makes a man miss, dives across the 5.
That screen, or that little flat out run there, that Galvan's running there in the flat up the middle. I mean, it's been there.
See this one develop. Again, the pressure was coming to Rene Galvan, and he just gets rid of this ball in time. Watch this.
Wide open again, Joe.
Coming in, that's one of your playmakers. You got to put a body on him.
Definitely. I think we'll see that in the second half. I would hope to see it sooner.
First and goal for the Sinton Pirates. And Rene Galvan has an empty backfield. Takes it, runs it, straight forward, heavy surge,
and
got in,
he
touchdown.
got in.
Rene Galvan. And the Sinton Pirates making believers out of those watching this one.
It's getting a little chippy out there, Joe. I think some frustration is starting to sit in. They just threw Rylan, or Rene, out to about the 12-yard line.
Sinton on top at 20-14. And looking for the extra point. kicker for the Pirates is Robert Gonzalez. Right-handed kicker gets it away, and it is good. Miller trails for the first time of the night, gets her hands on the football. Second quarter continues after this.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more.
Down 14-0.
Back here on Real Sports Live, kickoff, and the Buccaneers of Miller will pick it up outside their 20 to the 25-yard line, now to the 30, now to the 35, to the right side of the 40, foot race to the midfield stripe, to the 40, 35, 30, sideline, and a big gain.
Adrian Lloyd doing it on special teams. You know, they really needed that right now to hopefully that's going to jumpstart the offense for Miller.
See this on the...
Came pretty close to getting a horse collar there.
Yeah, right here the tackle's made. That is as close as it gets. And Lloyd went down there. It would have been a horse collar, but because he stayed on his feet, perhaps his own strength offset that. That Refugio game, by the way, is in the second quarter. Edna up 14-7. Refugio has the ball at about the 12-yard line of Edna. Running play for the Bucs goes nowhere.
Ball slipped in his hand a little bit there, Joe, and he kind of had to catch it, and it kind of lost his footing there. That was more of a slip than a full tackle.
Second down and 11 after a loss of a yard for the Miller Buccaneers. Body, high snap, looks to throw, right side, and it's caught in a crossing route inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. First and goal coming up.
Atkinson making those great catches up the middle, Joe.
15-yard gain for Atkinson, his third catch of the night. 3 catches, 48 yards. First and goal, Body sets him down. 3 receivers left, single receiver out to the right-hand side. Body looks to run. Takes on a couple of tacklers, stretches forward, got close.
No, they're going to mark him down about the half.
Give him a gain of 4. We'll look at the end of this one on the replay. As he stretches, whoa, close. Second and goal coming up for the Miller Buccaneers. Handoff this time, left-hand side, surging forward, and touchdown Buccaneers on a carry by Ethan Greenwood.
Miller needed that. Miller needed this drive. That's a great return by Lloyd to kick this off.
See, initially Greenwood wasn't in. He just kept churning his legs behind the offensive lineman and then got it in. Extra point coming up for the Buccaneers of Miller. 7:25 left here in the first half. High snap, they'll get it down, kick is away, and it is good. 21 apiece. I'm going to keep it here before we take a break. I want to remind you fans, our games are coming to you free of service to the schools, free of service to the fans. Therefore, the only way to fund this and cover as many games as we're doing is through sponsors. We need your assistance in a big way. If you are a business, if you know a business that wants to take advantage of the numbers alone from an advertising perspective, then you certainly can jump on board. Outright sponsorship, we need that too right here and now. 21-21. Jake, are you shocked right now at this score in the second quarter?
I can't say I'm that shocked, Joe. Just like I said, Sinton is a better team than their record indicates. The way I am, well, I can't even say I'm surprised, but I said they're going to need to open up the passing game to test that secondary, and that's exactly what they're doing. What's surprising me is very little yards on the ground. Very little. I think most of them are coming from Renee on that little scramble he had, but this is closer than I thought it was going to be.
169 yards of offense for the Sinton Pirates, 8 of that on the ground. They've been outgained 186 to 169. I think lost in that shuffle is Miller's offense. 73 yards on the ground, 113 through the air. Body setting at 9 of 15 for 113. And so if we are indeed in for a track meet type of football game, now pressure starts to get applied to this Sinton offense, if anyone. Wouldn't you think, Jake?
Yeah, we need to see if Sinton can get over that second half hump. That's really what's done them in these last 2 games is the second half. They've not performed as well as they have in the first half.
Kickoff back to the 15, down the left sideline to the 25 at the 30-yard line, and that was a lot of room for Gonzalez again.
That's actually Chris Burke.
Oh, Burke, okay.
Yeah, they actually they kicked to him, which was a surprise there.
So the Pirates will come back on the field. Boy, and a big change of direction. Edna forces a turnover and gets the ball inside the Refugio 15-yard line. A 14-7 game. Looking to throw on first down. Galvan's got a lot of time. Delivers a pass, and it's caught. Down the sideline, they'll call him out of bounds.
That's close. That is, I think he was in.
We'll see. I'll let you call that.
That's complete, number 23.
I don't know if the line judge actually got a good look at it, but he looked into me.
Oh, that was close. Good camera work by Rudy to get in on that one.
Good job, Rudy.
For Galvan, he's now 5 of 8 for 187 here in the first half. Sets him down first down from the Miller 40-yard line, Renee Galvan. Gonna run, right side, hit, down he goes. Who was that in there on that one?
Number 44, that was great penetration again. Dejan Bisbee. Haven't heard his name too much today. We heard his name a lot against Tulosa Midway. Today he's kind of been quiet.
And you talk about blowing a play up. Here you go. Nothing doing. 6:43 left here in the half. Second down and 11 for the Sinton Pirates and Renee Galvan. Empty backfield, drops back. Slings it right side. Man caught. It's caught again. First down across the 30. Down the sideline. This may go to the house again. Ryland Galvan. Is he in?
Yeah, there's no indication. The line judge was right there. He let him go. I think everybody thought he stepped out of bounds again, Joe.
And that's a 40-yard strike, and we'll watch this one on the replay.
Just like you said earlier, playing to the whistle. If you guys watching weren't familiar with the Galvan brothers, you're getting a big taste of them right here. But, Joe, that was that same play, that little slip out of the backfield.
It was. Extra point is away, and it hits the upright, and it is no good.
That could be crucial.
Yep. Pirates on top. 6:26 left here in the second quarter. We'll be back with more after this.
For your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your
Back here, the Sinton Pirates kicking off to the Miller Buccaneers with 6:26 left here in the first half and leading 27-21. High short kick, going to be fielded, backpedaling to about the 16-yard line. Left to right, now up the middle, and some room. 40, 45, midfield, 45 and more. Another move made. This one may go for the Miller Buccaneers to the left-hand side of the 10, 5. Is he in?
He called him in. Wow. That was very close to being a fumble outside the end zone, Joe. Let's look at that again.
Let's watch the end of that. Look at the moves made amongst heavy, heavy traffic. There's another move made, and then watch this.
Woo! That's close. That's very close. But special teams doing it for Miller tonight.
86 yards unofficially on the kick return.
Couldn't tell.
For the Miller Buccaneers. Extra point is away and good. Miller on top, 28-27. Yeah, let's watch the very end of this kick return for a touchdown. I'm amazed at the moves made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenders were back there. And then it's not outrun, it's out juke, and then dive, and then in.
Wow, that's McCulley and Williams, folks.
Back with more after this.
And I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, and the guy on your screen, the kicker for the Miller Buccaneers, and the Sinton kicker have been perhaps the busiest guys of the night. Another kickoff coming up. This one's a short squib kick. Fair catch call far and made. Little contact there. Got to be careful, but Sinton Pirates of the 35. 55 points scored between the two teams. We still got 6 minutes left in the second quarter.
Wow.
Jake, did you expect an outright shootout?
No, I did not. I did not expect a shootout. Honestly, Joe, I expected this from one side after a little bit. You know, I expected this Miller offense to finally take off and score a lot of points. But this way is a whole lot more entertaining.
So I'm going to go back to the first question I asked during the pregame show. Will we see the playbook opened up for the Miller Buccaneers, perhaps out of necessity now?
You know, right now, Joe, the defenses can't stop each other. And I don't think they need to go to change anything drastically yet.
Timeout on the field. Go ahead.
I think who we're seeing empty the playbook right now is Sinton. Well, kind of.
With two playmakers that you expected to touch the ball a lot. Well, let's run down the statistics. Rene Galvan at quarterback for the Sinton Pirates, 6 of 9, 227 yards. Of that passing yards, 181 of that is receiving yardage by brother Rylan Galvan, who has 5 catches, averaging 36 yards per catch here in the first half. Unofficially, Sinton has outgained Miller, 234 to 186 in the ball game, and yet the Sinton Pirates have 7 yards on the ground.
That is amazing. And that extra point, that missed extra point, already lurching.
It's there.
28-27.
And we've had each team have the lead in this game, so it's not that someone can take the lead and control the ball game just yet. So a lot of what ifs. I always like to say, if you can get to halftime, you can look your kids in the eye and say, you can win this game. I think we're on target for this one.
I think that's the way Sinton's feeling right now.
Galvan drops back. Here comes pressure. Gets away from that. Stripped from the ball, but they recovered. A lineman, a heads-up play. there's something we haven't discussed. Turnover could change the complexion of this game, but watch this. Had he not stripped the ball, there was probably yards to gain. But offensive lineman on the money for the Sinton Pirates to preserve possession of the drive. No yards gained. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw. Now this one's underthrown, incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. I don't think he was ready for it.
Ends a string of 3 in a row completed by Rene Galvan. He's now 6 of 10 in the game for 227 yards. And it's a 3rd and long for the Pirates. Third and long for the Pirates. Rene Galvan. He's produced on 3rd and long thus far in this game.
4 wide.
Drops back to throw. They pick up the pressure.
Big
he
hole.
looks to run down the sideline, and a first down. Takes a huge hit out of bounds. And no penalty flags thrown on that.
He was still in bounds when he pushed him out, but
take a look at the end of this one on the
surprised.
replay.
I was more worried where the ball was going to go.
Look at the hit coming up at the end of this one. Bang! Talked about paying attention on the sidelines as reporters the other night during our show. It is short of first down yardage as well by a yard. Now timeout called by the officials. The Sinton Pirates want to talk it over. They're facing an important 4th and 1 when we return.
And the Blue Shrimp Boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas. Forever Memories Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Back here after the timeout was called. 4th down. I'll get back to my crew in West Oso in a minute. 4th down and 1 yard to go. Galvan apparently going for it here. Will drops back to
here
throw.
they come.
Screenplay,
There's,
and it's set up well. First down, and it's just enough.
That's coming back. They were holding their left defensive end on that play. Had a whole jersey full.
Let's take a look at the play. Yes. Good call there.
A little surprised by the play call.
Now do you bring the punt team out? Yes, it appears they will. It was 4th and 1. The holding call takes it obviously out 10 yards. 4th and just a shy of 11 yards to go. Miller Buccaneers send one band back to return this punt, standing at about his 31-yard line. Pirates will have to punt. Good snap, kick away. Wobbly kick, going to take a bounce for the Pirates. And they'll down it at the 38 of the Miller Buccaneers. With 5:02 left here. And this is a critical time here. Miller, you're looking at, you get the ball to start the second half.
From their 38-yard line. First and 10.
Swing a pass right-hand side out across the 44-yard line.
Burke slipped there a little bit. A little delay on getting there, but Atkinson. Just routine play there. You know, now, if I'm the Sinton defense, I think they really got to make a stop here. You know, they've got a lot of momentum on their side, even though they're down by a point. I think it's crucial they make this stop here, at least hold Miller to 3.
It could change the complexion of this game if they give up another quick score. Body now 10 of 16 for 119 yards in the game. Looks to throw again. Waits, delivers, man open. Look out here. Inside the 30, 25, 20. See you later to the house, Lonnie Atkinson.
Yeah, he got him on the juke there. He got Burke there on the juke right off the get-go.
We're on a break for the extra point.
Okay.
We'll get this extra point in, and then we'll take a quick break. Brenda Marshall up here. We do have a lot of food. I know we can give her that, but I don't know if anything other. Extra point is good. Miller on top, 35-27. We'll be back with more after this.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
The kids are headed back to school, and this year, more than ever, they'll need internet.
On the kick return, we're back to our action here. Had to attend to Brenda Marshall. She came up here looking for food. We got food to give her. She assisted us in getting these broadcasts underway.
I think it was a little miscommunication there on that kickoff. I think it was a little more of a, well, he's going to get it or he's going to get it kind of deal.
All right, as we get ready to start the Sinton drive, I'm going to hand my headset over. Joe, take it. Are you going to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Jacob will hand the microphone over. Sinton Pirates trailing 35-27. Rene Galvan is ready, sends a man in motion. Looks to throw, waits, delivers, caught, crossing route, first down across the 40, the 44-yard line.
And a nice play over the middle there. Had an opening and he took it for a first down. Sets him up there nice, Joe.
First catch of the night for Aiden Moody.
And they're setting up, looking to the sideline there, getting the plays off the sideline as the time starts ticking. 4:28, Joe. We're down to 4 minutes, 28 seconds here.
It was a 21-yard gain, and Rene Galvan is just sizzling with the passing game for the Sinton Pirates here in the first half. Looks to throw again, wants to bundle over the middle, incomplete.
Route over the middle, he had some pressure on him, had to release it a little bit earlier than he should have, and that caused the overthrow there. Brings up second down now for the Pirates.
Looking in the direction that time of Rylan Lopez, a sophomore wideout. Also down there a little further on the route was Ray Perez, another sophomore. So two sophomore receivers out there. That might have been Hesseltine. If it was, Colby Hesseltine wearing that number 18 on that far right side as a freshman. Quarterback now on second down, Rene Galvan. Shifts Rylan Galvan and now sends a man in motion left to right. Drops back to throw, waits, Gonna read, gonna run, looks to throw, delivers, caught. First down for the Pirates of Sinton.
And that play was made all by Galvan there, used his legs to break to the outside, and a completion for a first down, and off his back foot, Joe, and what a play there by number 4.
God Payette on the catch. And that's good enough for another Sinton first down as they are now in Miller territory.
Yeah, like I was saying, without Galvan swinging to that outside and getting flushed out as he's been getting all night long, and then to make the throw across body down the field, it takes a real athlete to do that. And number 4's showing his skills tonight.
Man in motion again. That's Payette. On a read, they'll hand it off, and some room on the left-hand side. First down the sideline, still in bounds. Good run by Rylan Galvan, and then a penalty comes into the end of it.
That's going to be a late hit as Galvan gets the first down, and they're going to give him the penalty yardage, and they'll be inside the red zone deep.
Gain 14, and then 15 more coming on that.
You can't do that. That was seconds after the play, and they put him on the ground, and we're getting to the referees are all conferring there at the 20-yard line. They might pick this one up. We never know here. They're debating as the coach from Miller gets involved there. The line judge and the referee still talking about it.
He didn't blow a whistle, is what the Miller sideline is saying.
And it's looking like they're going to pick it up. Nope. Well, judging by the reaction, it's going to be a penalty on Miller, and that will set up the Pirates really well inside the maybe 5-yard line here.
Again, in a ball game in which more than once we've talked about playing until the whistle blows.
It's set up at the
Miller
12.
sidelines are sitting there saying that whistle didn't blow. What are we expected to do? We're going to hit him because of what he's done to us so far in the game. First down, just outside the 10. Still a chance for a first down if they don't get in for Rene Galvan and the Sinton Pirates. Payette goes in motion, left to right. Galvan, here comes pressure, sets it up as a screen. It's picked off by the Miller Buccaneers. And look at this down the right side. Fumble now on the play. Loose ball, recovered by who?
It looks like it's recovered by the Pirates here, and that's a defensive lineman going downfield, and he could not handle the football. We'll see what's happening under the pile there. We'll see who the lineman was that recovered that fumble. And I think that's going to be Miller Ball there, a turnover. And talk about being in the right place at the right time, Joe.
Let's watch on the replay. A lineman's dream, my friends, to pick off a ball in the middle of a screen.
Wow, and he read that thing all the way, but he got some hands on it, and he fumbled the ball downfield but managed to recover. And that gives the Bucks here a first down on the 33-yard line.
Changes the complexion of the look of this ball game right now.
3:11 to go in this half, and Miller can do some damage here with his turnover.
Pirates were banging on the door.
I'll tell you, Joe, he was chugging down the field, and he just let go of that ball halfway down, and, man, glad to get that back recovered, and Miller Ball 1st and 10.
So the ball sits at the 33-yard line of the Miller Buccaneers.
Boy, what a game so far between these two teams. 35-27 Miller, and they can do some more damage here before half.
Ball at the 33. And Andrew Body and company have put up 35 points here in the first half and have needed every one of them. And barring that turnover there, they have been just trying to untie this game again. But with an 8-point lead and the football and 3:11 to go, and you know you get the ball to start the second half, this is a pivotal swing opportunity for the Miller Buccaneers for the complexion of this entire game. Running play right side goes for about 6 by Greenwood. We'll give him 4.
Swarm, and they're going to try to slow it down here. They got 3 minutes. I think they have 2 timeouts remaining. So Miller's going to try to get it downfield, get a score, and not give the Pirates any time to come back and answer that score and go into halftime knowing they're going to receive the ball in the third quarter.
Second down play. Body drops the ball, has to drive on it to the 30-yard line. That one just came out of his hands.
A mistake by Body there. That's going to give him a longer situation here on third down, maybe third down and about 12. So they got a task right here at this third down in their own territory. See what they can do with it here. Sinton Pirates defense holding good here. It's been back and forth all night, but the Sinton Pirates holding their own right here. 2:14 left in this second quarter, Joe.
This would be a big play time for the Sinton Pirates as we get to the 2-minute mark here in the first half of play. Body on 3rd and 13. Straight drop. Looking. Waits. Delivers. Caught. Outside the 40. Midfield. 45. And a first down for the Buccaneers on a big completion.
He just found the space in the coverage there, Joe, and the ball was thrown right in an area where nobody was. And number 8 coming up with a reception and giving the Bucs now a 1st and 10 at the Pirate 43-yard line.
Catch made by Donovan Terrell. His first catch of the night. Chains move. Body now 12 of 18. He goes over the 200-yard mark in the passing game. Miller still has been outgained in this ball game, 282 to 271. But again, you have to factor in an 86-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. They'll bounce it outside, right side. That's a penalty coming up.
That's going to be a penalty, a blatant horse collar. Number 8 on the stop there, and it's going to be the 15-yard variety, it looks like here. And we're thankful everybody's all right, and they're going to knock off the penalty here, giving the Bucs great field position, probably about the 27-yard line maybe.
Stops the clock with 1:25 left here. And they'll mark off the 15 yards. All the way down to the 25-yard line.
1st and 10, 1:25 to go to half. Rio Sports Live bringing you all the action. Here we go, Joe.
Body sets him down on first down. Takes it, looks to throw. Pressure coming. He's going to run out of that. Looks to throw on the short side of the field, incomplete.
There was nothing there on the corner. He overthrew him, and he's going to try to dot the I there for minimal yardage.
Pressure from Gavin Castillo for the Sinton Pirates.
Castillo coming in on the outside, and this Sinton Pirate defense needs a break, Joe. They're getting kind of winded there. You can tell that the defensive front there doesn't have the burst they had in the beginning, and these Bucs team all over the field.
Body on a read, hands it off. They'll bounce it outside, looking for a block. Got it. The 15-yard line, down to the 13-yard line. Ethan Greenwood.
And Greenwood taking advantage there. The Pirates defensive line on their heels. A great block on the outside there, and Greenwood sets them up nice.
Greenwood now solid in the game on the ground. 9 carries, 46 yards. Miller now goes over the top of the Sinton in yards gained in the first half at 285 to 282 unofficially. Body drops back to throw. Looking right side. It's going to be picked off by the Pirates, and they'll bring it across the 10. That's God on the interception.
That there's the stop that they needed, Joe. Pirate there picks it off in the end zone, brings them out to about the 10. And they stopped the Pirates from piling on the score there before half, and that is exactly what the coaches were wanting from Sinton. And it came in the end zone there as an interception.
God Payette with a big interception. So each team has a pick in the other team's red zone.
Payette read his eyes all the way. He was just waiting for that ball to get thrown, and he pretty much fair caught it in the end zone, popped it back out to the 10, and 1st and 10 for the Pirates. They got 49 seconds if they're going to do anything about it.
They have gone over the top a couple of times. Will Rene Galvan dare try it again, now standing at his own 5? He'll hand it off. They'll just run it right and get it out to the 12. And if you're Sinton,
they're playing it safe here, Joe.
Do you go into the halftime locker room content that, hey, we're within striking distance of Miller? Bear in mind, Miller's going to get the ball to start the second half.
I think they're going to regroup and then come out swinging it second half. You know, nobody put them right here 35-27 against this Bucks team. I'll tell you that. So that's already a win going into halftime.
Speaking of halftime, I'll give you a halftime score, 14-14, Edna and Refugio at the break. Galvan brings him up. He'll have to take a snap before the end of the half. Does and takes a knee. Two teams combined for 62 points.
What a half of football, Joe.
570 yards of offense, separated by a touchdown. We'll break it down for you after this on Real Sports Live.
Companies. Internet that makes the grade is vital to connect students at home with teachers and professors alike. Our friendly staff is standing by to give you any help you may need. For a limited time only, get free installation from a company headquartered in the Rio Grande Valley. Call VTX1 at 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Back here on Real Sports Live, we're at the halftime break at Buccaneer Stadium as the dance team out performing for the home crowd here at Buck Stadium. Well, Jake Ramiro, 62 points scored, and we got an 8-point game.
And it's not all one-sided. You know, Joe, we've talked about it. We talked about it all week. We talked about it on our show. We talked about it on Kevin's show. You know, we thought it would be tight for a little bit, but eventually that Miller offense was going to get going and start scoring some points. I didn't expect 62 points and it being, like you said, an 8-point differential.
Yeah, the difference was the Sinton said, okay, I take you and I raise you and up the ante and said, okay, if we got to score points, we're going to score points. And I said that during the scrimmage. You know, do teams literally have to come in here when they play this team and say, we're going to have to outscore you? I don't think we can stop them. And so is that the Sinton approach here tonight? That, you know, yeah, you'd like to stop a team if you can, but you better dial it up and try to just literally score a ton of points.
Yeah, I mean, right now you got two. I'm going to say it, 2 heavyweights going toe-to-toe right now. Some people may not see Sinton as a heavyweight, but as you guys can see, I mean, Sinton is better than their record shows. Now it's going to be curious to see what happens the second half, like I said, because everybody knows how Sinton's kind of lost 2 ball games in the second half. Not kind of, lost 2 ball games in the second half. And Miller seems to kick it up a notch in the second half. I think we talked about it when you were on the show last week, Joe.
Yes.
I mean, they're going to have to shake a week of rust off, Miller was, because they had their game rescheduled last week against Rockport Fulton. So now you get an extra week of, okay, you get that mental high to get ready for a game, and then that real drastic drop when it just gets pulled out from under you the day of. And then how do you go through practice that week? What's the body motions like? What's the mentality like?
Right. Well, the Sinton Pirates, again, 0-2. It's easy to look at that and just simply say, Miller state ranked, Miller all this offense, easy road to hoe. But now you're the Sinton Pirates, and at halftime break, Jake, first of all, coach can possibly use the first 2 weeks now to an advantage of saying, remember what lost you the ball games the last 2 weeks,
yep.
and now we're going to make changes. And when I tell you something, listen to me. You can use an advantage.
Yeah, definitely. And flip side of that coin. Sinton coming off of, how was last week's practice? This week's practice coming off those 2 losses, just like you said. Are they using it as a learning experience? I can guarantee you that Coach Troutman wasn't happy. And we talked to some of the kids after the week, talking through them through messaging and whatnot. Hey, good game, and they were frustrated. They're frustrated on how they can't close games out. It's going to wear on you, and you accept it or you change it. And so far, they're changing it.
I want to give a shout-out to all the fans that are tuning in. I'm looking in on our Facebook right now. Give us a shout-out where you're watching these games from. And it is always neat to see just how far the reach is on where they're watching games. And please share the link to other fans who may not know these games are going on, and like and follow our page to help us get our numbers up so that when we're talking to advertisers, we have some more numbers to show them. So give me a shout out where you may be watching from. It's always neat. 22 minutes on the clock. This is the biggest adjustment for yours truly as an announcer. There is no halftime festivities. There is a band playing, but they're not on the field. There's no marching bands. And so the festive part of these football games, Jake, still really isn't here.
Yeah, you look into the stands and, just like last week, there was a line here at 4 o'clock. To get these general admission tickets, and you look out in the stands, and it's empty. It's weird. I mean, you can hear. I'm sticking my head out the window, and I can hear conversations down the front row.
Instead of this rumble and roar, and then, like I said, normally at halftime you got the bands out just blaring away and performing, and I know that it was. We talked about what the athletes had to go through getting ready to start the season. How about the other or students, such as the band members, who normally are out there in those hot July and August days preparing for marching and competitions, and they've literally been shut down as well. And then it really shows it shows where we're at. We got a long way to go to get back to normalcy of sports, albeit we're playing football, but a long way to go. Let's talk about now what's opening up, because we're watching the last week in which the small schools are the dominant force on the playing field. It starts to open up next week, some practices and even some scrimmages. And Jake, we're going to start seeing some of the bigger schools get in the mix.
Yep. I've actually enjoyed it, and talking to some of these coaches at these smaller schools, and you could tell by the Twitter feedback and all the social media feedback on how folks are finally paying attention to small town football. And people are finally realizing that these small areas, they do have some ball players. Cutter Stewart, for example, at Orange Grove, he had a great season last year as a freshman, and his first 2 weeks of the season, he's been on fire, and he's been a topic of conversation everywhere. And just like you said, Joe, it's the last week that these smaller schools can have the spotlight on them, and I think they're taking advantage of it so far. It's going to get a whole lot interesting starting next week.
Oh, man.
We got a lot of big games coming up pretty soon.
We do.
With these big games
just
opening
around the corner. Big ones are going to be at this stadium. It's not just a Friday night gig. There'll be Thursday and Friday games here and over across the way at Cabinets, and then you just look around. Well, I asked for the shout-outs. Here we go. Martin Banda watching from Port Lavaca, thanks for tuning in. Bernie Martinez from Austin, Texas, thanks for tuning in. Julian Lopez out of West Oso, thanks for tuning in, probably sitting at a football game and watching us. Kevin Milborn watching from Houston, Texas, as Devin and Karen are watching there. Watching from Sinton, they're watching from San Antonio. Give a shout out to Nazario Las Laredo. Portland, Texas, that's Amy Barrios Aguirre watching from Duncan, Oklahoma. Send a shout out to Patricia Bell Lindsay. Ernest Garcia also tuning in. Corpus Christi, Texas, watching in. Cymbalian, and we just keep watching from Colorado, and in-state, out-of-state, in the city of Corpus Christi, out of the city of Corpus Christi. It's really neat to see how far this reaches on Rio Sports Live. I'll take a break. When I come back, maybe we'll run down some more. Tell us where you're watching the game from. We'll be back with more after this.
Success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits, 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Back here on Rio Sports at halftime, Rudy Zamaripa taking a break. He's been the lone camera operator out there. It's muggy hot outside.
Yeah, so
Jake,
much for
we
the
talked
move.
about, we thought it maybe rain, maybe not rain, but it feels muggy hot out there. I woke up this morning, walked outside at my house, it was 70 degrees. I was like, man, this is a good night for football coming up, but it's changed. I want to give a shout out again to the fans that are tuning in, watching from Taft. Send a shout out to Daniel Castillo, Brenda Hernandez in San Antonio, D. Garcia in Corpus. Watching again, Richard Gutierrez across the street. Hey, that's kind of cool. Houston, Texas, Erica and Brenda Montalongo watching the game. Andrew Lopez watching in San Marcos. Coach Harris, Del Harris watching in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Hey, are you at Fort Bragg there, buddy? Where you at?
Baby Evaristo Lopez watching out of Kingsville. Meg Garcia in Corpus Christi. Jeff Gauna watching in Richard Gauna, that is, watching in Victoria. Watching from Hinesville, Georgia. Shantae and Clarice Gonzalez. Watching from Corpus Christi, Ana Gangora. Watching from across the street again, Richard Gutierrez. That's kind of neat to see that. And then Eric and Brenda Montalongo, hi from Houston. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get ready for the second half. I'll ask the questions to Jake, and I'll give him a preface what I'm going to ask. What are coaches saying to the kids right now on either locker room? We'll get that answer after this. Forever Memories Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
The kids are headed back to school, and this year, more than ever, they'll need internet they can rely on from VTX1 companies. Internet that makes the grade is vital to connect students at home with teachers and professors alike. Our friendly staff is standing by to give you any help you may need. For a limited time only, get free installation from a company headquartered in the Rio Grande Valley. Call VTX1 at 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Back here on a halftime show. Yeah, there is a band down there. They're performing a little bit, and like I said, they just weren't able to get on the field and go through the marching routine. I'm with Jacob Romero, and first of all, fans, let me introduce you to Jake Romero. He's joined us on, but him and Justin have got a terrific thing going that isn't new. If anything's new, it's Real Sports Live. That's new to being consistent in the Coastal Bend. But talk to the fans about where they can hear your voice, where they can see you guys now on your broadcast, and what they can expect during the week as we get ready for these football games.
So a lot of you folks in the area from the Corpus Christi, Coastal Bend area kind of know who we are, but we're South Texas Football Unlimited, and what Justin and I decided to do a few years ago was start a podcast, and it was to put our Coastal Bend kids, get a little spotlight on those kids, because you guys down here know anybody south of San Antonio, they don't really get a whole lot of looks come college scholarship-wise. You get a few here and there, but that's the reputation. And, we've got some ball players down here, and we got ball players down in the Rio Grande Valley as well that we feel like are being neglected. So we decided to start something, made some relationship with some coaches and some players and some parents, and we started doing interviews with these kids. Started with a podcast a couple years ago, decided to hang up the podcast last year, and strictly go video. We actually got the idea from Real Sports. Kevin had us on his show, the Sideline Sit Down, early in the year, January, February timeframe, somewhere around there, and we talked, and we like the idea, and it gives these kids that extra bit of exposure when you can see who these kids are and you get to know who these kids are personally. So we think that's really beneficial to the kids. We love it. We love talking high school football, and we love hearing what it's like now because it's been years since I've played high school football. Things have changed. Same with Justin, and so that's what we do. And we've got we do a live stream usually every Wednesday, every Thursday, work permitting. We're shift workers. We work at one of the plants out here on the in Corpus. So we're intermittent on when we do them. We really don't have set days, but you can find it. We usually go live. We go live on Twitter. We go live on our YouTube channel, South Texas Football Unlimited, and we do a tape delay, usually an hour after on Facebook. We're debating whether changing that or not, trying to go live. We feel like there's a bigger audience there as well. We may start going live on that as well, still kind of in the talks with it, but that's where you can find us. I think the last couple of weeks we opened up the season with we did a Friday Night Tykes reunion where we had Lucas Coley, Alan Caracheo, Esteban Guillory, and Guillory, and Mizell Miller, and did a Friday Night Tykes reunion and pregame before they played Cal Allen. The next week we had the Galvan brothers and Day Davis here from Sinton. And then just this week we had the Orange Grove boys. We had Cutter Stewart, Jake Marsh, and Connor Eulenfeld on the show and just kind of talked about, what their season's been like and what it's like to get this kind of exposure right now. So that's where our angle's going with. And next week's show, we'll see how the performances are this week.
Yeah.
Around the Coastal Bend, and we'll decide next week. But you can find us, like I said, follow us on Twitter at STFUNLTD, on Facebook, South Texas Football Unlimited, or on our YouTube channel, South Texas Football Unlimited.
Good
That's
stuff,
us, Joe.
Now, I told you I was going to ask you, and I'm not going to let you off the hook. Here we go. Let's first start with the visiting team. Literally, if you can vision this coach, and you know these players, you know these coaches a little bit, what does he need to say to these players to get out of here with a victory?
Well, right now, it's a double-edged sword. Two messages, I think, in the Sinton locker room right now. Number one, nobody thought you were going to be in this game. Nobody believed that you could win this game, and look where you're at. You're 8 points away. There's that message. And the other message is we can finish this game. Now I've talked about it a lot tonight is, Sinton's lost the last two games in the second half. Whether it be just taking the foot off the gas, changing the play calling or what, thinking you've got the win in the bag. Now it's a change for them. They're down at the half. Maybe things change, right? But I think the biggest message is, and I think you're going to see a different Sinton team in the second half, is because nobody thought they were going to be in this game, myself included. That's a great morale boost for these guys. They're going to come out fired up this second half. That interception there at the end of the half, that's a nice little momentum taker to take into the locker room, something to build on for the half, especially after what you saw down here with Dejon Bisbee's interception, which essentially took a touchdown away.
Both teams took a touchdown away from the other in the closing moments of that first half. So now on the Miller side. On one side, Jake, I'll throw my 2 cents in worth. You're looking at it saying, from an offensive perspective, that's exactly what I expected you to do. You scored the points we expected to get.
Yep.
Yet you look at some drop passes, you look at some opportunities, could have been a bigger score. What are you looking at your kids now saying, you better do this, or you're going to get upset here?
The offense can't do it. I don't think they can change anything more than what they can, other than what you said. These little drop passes here and there that have been drive killers or potentially score drops. What needs to get shored up is the defense. I think Coach Wimbush is in there, and he's talking to the secondary. It's a young secondary. We've talked about it all night. We've talked about it all season. It's a young, untested secondary, and they're getting tested tonight. Minor adjustments, I think, just need to be made on that defense to kind of bottle this thing up. I mean, we've talked about it all night. That little slip out that Ryland does out of the backfield's been open all night. What I expect to see that bottled up. I think they do that, it changes the ball game.
Let's run down your statistics at the first half. Unofficially, it was Miller outgaining Sinton to the tune of 285 to 282. First for the visitors, Rene Galvan went 8 of 13 for 262 yards and a touchdown and an interception. Of his receiving core, he went to 4 different receivers. Scott Payette with a catch, Aiden Moody with a catch for 21 yards. Dalen Davis had 1 touch, but that was 46 yards. The big receiver, Ryland Galvan, 5 catches, 181 yards in the first half. And the running game was nearly non-existent for the Sinton Pirates. 9 carries, 20 yards on the ground. That's 2.2 yards per carry. Rene Galvan, the quarterback, ended up with the most carries, albeit he was rushed out of the backfield a couple times and sacked. 6 carries for a yard. Ryland Galvan, the big yardage gainer. If you want to call 19 yards big, there it is in the first half. Meanwhile, on the flip side, on the home side, Andrew Body and company, 285 yards of total offense through the air, 12 of 20, 202 yards, a touchdown and an interception by Body. He went to 6 different receivers, 3 catches for Adrian Lloyd for 54 yards. Lonnie Atkinson was the big one with 4 catches for 54 yards, a catch for 31 yards for Donovan Terrell. Catch apiece for Damari Lister, McCullum Williams, and Jaden Moreno. But again, the 3 top receivers all averaging better than 18 yards per catch. In the running game, Ethan Greenwood, 9 carries, 46 yards in the first half. Total offense, again, 285, 83 on the ground, 202 through the air for the Miller Buccaneers. Anything surprise you there, Jake?
My big surprise, and it's been a pleasant surprise, is Lonnie Atkinson's play tonight. Adrian's going to make his catches. He makes his catches every night, but Lonnie really stepping up in this game. Lonnie's only a sophomore. He's got a lot more room to develop in the next couple of years, but it's a pleasant surprise to see these younger cats start stepping up and making plays.
We'll take a break when we come back. 5:15 on the clock. We'll come back. We'll be getting ready for the second half. This has been the Halftime Show on Rio Sports Live. Back after this.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits, 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun. Back here on Real Sports Live, Sinton Pirates getting ready to run back on the field. You can see them front and center on your screen. Bree Zamaripa Jr. on the camera. Jake Ramiro, I'm Joe Bowling. And buckle up for a second half if it's anything like the first one. Someone posted earlier on their Facebook site, first team to 70 wins. I'm not sure they're not right.
Yeah, they may not be too far off from that. I hope so. I hope it ends up that way. And I hope this doesn't become a lopsided game in the second half. Either way.
Miller will get the ball to start the second half. How important does that play into this score and this game, Jake?
Well, you know, that goes back to what we just talked about. That interception at the end of the half was huge. You know, Miller scores there. They get the ball. They drive down this first drive, and they score. And that essentially puts the ball game out of range, in my opinion, for Sinton. At that point, they're playing catch-up. So it's important that these guys score, set the tone right now, and see what Sinton does, go up by 2 scores.
Sinton has never been down by more than 1 score. They have led at one point in this ball game. But, again, that 1-score separation puts your offense on the field thinking at any given time we're going to come back and tie this game.
Yep.
And it does change quite a bit. Miller, the first team to arrive on the end zone, and now the second team to arrive on the field as they come through the tunnel. And Andrew Body, is that a quiet 12 of 20 for 202 yards and 3 yards on the ground? We'll see if he opens up or if again, the question always has been, how much offense can they put together, and when are we going to see the whole playbook?
I think we see the whole playbook week 5 against veterans. I think that's when they start opening up and going against everything. You know, veterans, it's like we said earlier, Joe, the big schools have been kind of quiet right now. You haven't heard a whole lot. You know, we've been seeing some Flower Bluff practices and whatnot during the week. Corpus Christi Veterans brings back a whole lot, starting with their quarterback, Carter Centerfit. He's going to be a very dynamic player to watch this year. He's actually named one of the preseason Mr. Texas Football nominees. Okay. So he'll have an interesting season to watch. They lost a lot last year to graduation, but veterans, the biggest school in CCISD, you just expect them to reload, put some new players in these different positions. So that's going to be definitely an interesting game. Last year, split with Miller. Miller won the regular season, and Vets won the one that counted in the playoffs and advanced to not the region finals, but right before it lost to a very strong Wagner team.
Miller will be going right to left as we get ready to start this second half. Sinton Pirates kicking off. That score, 35-27. What a first half, and here we go. Second half underway with a bouncing kick, fielded at the 25-yard line. Big hit delivered, and they wrap him up and take him down at the 32.
Well, that was McCulley and Williams again, and they weren't going to let him get away again.
Time they were able to contain him. That first hit was enough to stop him, and then it's one thing to stop one of those athletes, the next one is to bring him down and get that whistle to blow.
All right, Joe, I think my opinion is going to tell us how the half goes right here. See what happens on this drive.
Body brings him up. Has Greenwood in the backfield, also a second back in the backfield to his left side. So split backs in an open set for Body. Hands it off, second man through. Opening up the middle, bounding out to the 40-yard line. That's 9 yards on first down.
That's McCulley and Williams again. Very, very, you know, a lot of folks, they see him as the flash and the flash and bang package they got back there. But, you know, last year, a couple years ago when he was splitting carries with Marcel Davis, he did a lot of running up the middle too.
9 yards on that one. 3 carries, 43 yards in the game. This time they'll give it to Greenwood. He'll get a first down out across the 41. So it's not wide open, sling it downfield. It's a couple of grind them up and just kind of keep you in check.
Yeah, keep them honest right now.
Still move the chains for the Miller Buccaneers as we're underway here in the third quarter. Body waits. Hands it off again. It's going to be Williams. Bounces it outside, wrapped up. Little gain on the play. First guy there was Jonathan Morin. I'll mark it down for about a yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Success on the ground, and now the short game. We'll see if Body opens it up. On second down, they'll run it again. Greenwood looking for a block. Got it. Across the 45. Midfield. First down and more. Takes on a tackler. Fumbles the football.
Whoa.
It hasn't been blown dead yet. We'll see who recovered.
I think Miller's got it, but did you see Body running downfield to lay a block?
I did. Let's see if we see him at the end of that on the replay. Greenwood uses 2 huge linemen for blockers. Here comes Body delivering that block.
You know, I had to take a double take there. I really didn't think that was him, but man, he hustled down there to spring him a little bit.
Ball was on the turf, but it was recovered by the Miller Buccaneers. Greenwood now 11 carries, 66 yards in the ball game. 2 backs still in the backfield on this set. Body hands it off. No, he fakes it.
There goes
There's a pass left side. It's going to be to the house. Touchdown, Adrian Lloyd, 42 yards. Fake yours truly out, but we'll take a look at it. Thank you, replay.
Had that little inside move. He had a couple steps on Burke, though it's very fast. You know, and then you could see by the separation once he caught the ball and he was off to the races, nobody was going to catch him. But, I mean, he had that quick initial move on Chris Burke there, and then he was off.
6 points in less than 2 minutes for the Miller Buccaneers. They go up 41-27.
Real heavy on the run that drive. That was a surprise to me. Caden Shedd for the extra point.
And it's good. Miller scores first. A stop could change this game in a big way.
Yeah.
Sinton has to respond. Kickoff coming up after this. With the memories.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito. Back here on Rio Sports Live after the touchdown scored by the Miller Buccaneers. I talked about it going into the break. Now the entire game could change if Miller can get a stop against Sinton on this first drive.
And this drive right here, like I said, it'll be telling. If they can stop it, Miller's got the game wrapped up, in my opinion. But if Sinton goes down and scores, more football, more fun football.
Miller now with 357 yards of offense in this ball game, compared to 282 for the Sinton Pirates. Pirates to get their hands on the ball for the first time in the second half. End over end kick to the sideline. Off a return man. Bounces out of bounds. They'll lose yards on that. Back to around the 20. Other than the interception down near the goal line and a drive starting, this is the worst field position we'll see Sinton have to start a drive on the night.
Yeah.
It'll start at their 20. What a first half for Rene Galvan, 8 of 13, 262 yards through the air, a touchdown and an interception. And what will they draw up for him to start this second half? We saw pressure at times coming from the Miller defense. We'll see if they dial up some different pressure looks.
Let's watch number 6 on this play.
Galvan is ready. Dalen Davis is your wide receiver on the bottom side of the screen, looking all that way in his direction. Pass delivered. That's going to be incomplete.
Great coverage there. He bounced back. I thought he wanted to go to Dalen there. He saw that double coverage there up in the middle, so decided to go to Ryland on the outside.
As the play develops.
We got a player down, Miller player down on the field.
And it may be.
It was actually 14. He was just on the play, Adam Gonzalez.
He was the one back there, and they used, you said to watch Dylan Davis on that last play. We'll see it on the replay again. Davis is on the bottom of your screen. He cuts through, and that opens up that sideline. If it weren't for that defender, that was 6. Incomplete pass, though, for Rene Galvan. After the injury, the player went off to the side under his own power. Hopefully he'll be okay.
I got Adrian Lloyd lined up there at corner right now. Give some time to Gonzalez to recover.
Twin receivers left and right for the Sinton Pirates. Second down play, low snap. Galvan gets to it. Waits, pressure coming. Tries to get away. Does it. Down he goes. Good coverage downfield was the first thing you look at, but just pressure coming. Galvan did all he could to extend this play.
These gold numbers are really hard to see from up here. I couldn't tell if that was Richard Galvan on the sack there.
A loss on the play of 11. And third down and 21 yards to go. They call it 19. It looks further than that. For the Sinton Pirates. Man in motion goes left to right. That's Scott Bayat and a false start. This drive going backwards for the Pirates. 42-27, 9:13 left here in the third quarter.
Well, they actually called a timeout, Joe. No penalty.
Got that before the penalty flags rained out. With that timeout, we'll go ahead and take a quick one. These sponsors are what make it go. We've got some limited sponsors right now on board. We need a bunch for the games we're covering. We're not just doing football. We did volleyball earlier today. We got more volleyball next week. 2 weeks, we've got swimming and diving that we'll be covering. We'll be back with more after this.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Timeout was called by the Sinton Pirates, but Jake Romero, this is a
big
rather
play right
big
here.
play, 3rd and 19 on the first drive of the second half for the Pirates, deep in their own territory.
You know, even if you don't get it here, just complete something, get you a little more room to punt.
Galvan is ready. Renee Galvan takes a snap.
Oh, a little option there.
Runs it left side. Takes on a tackler, gets some yardage, and
almost the original line of scrimmage, but
got back. Maybe again, that was just, if it breaks, great. If not, get out of that 10-yard line if we have to exchange because of the punt. 4th and 12. Pirates immediately bring the punt team in. And so now in the span of 3.5 minutes, it's went from a 1-score game to Miller on top by 15, and they're going to get the ball in good field position on this punt exchange. Good snap, kick is away. High
Decent
spiraling kick. They're going to let it roll right inside the 50 to the Miller 46. And again, short yardage to work with. Everything going Miller's way in the first 3.5 minutes of this second half.
Yeah, I think we see a lot of the flash and bang package again here. Start things off. Right now, they don't have a reason to throw, in my opinion, until Sinton stops that run.
Fans, we got volleyball action coming your way tomorrow. We got a couple of different games from different venues. Next week, we got volleyball all over the place. Football, of course, that's getting bigger and bigger. Keep watching our social media for what will be next week. First down play. Body looks to pass out of the backfield. That's Greenwood with a catch. Bangs into 2 tacklers. Finally brought down. That's a tough 3 yards for Ethan Greenwood.
Yeah, a lot of that started in the backfield. Got about 3 yards deep in the backfield.
Goes a completed pass. 14 of 22 now in the game for 247 for Andrew Body. First catch for Greenwood, and he becomes the 7th wide receiver in the mix for Andrew Body. Short gain, though. 2nd down and 8. 7:49 left here in the third quarter. Body looks to throw this time. Deep drop. Slings it right or left side. It's caught.
Great catch by Adrian.
Lloyd for a short of first yard gain. Call it 7.
About a 3rd and 1, maybe 1.5.
Lloyd goes over the century mark in receiving yards with his 5th catch. He's now at 103. Body on a 3rd down. Gonna run.
Keeper.
Adjust, gets a first down, drags a couple of men into Sinton territory, moves the chains.
Good tough yards there.
Just the 3rd carry of the night for Andrew Body. $14 yards on the ground. Chains move, clock rolling at 7:26 and counting here in the third quarter. 3 receivers, short side of the field on the left. They're looking right all the way. Pressure comes. Body gets away from one man, throws it away.
Good play.
Good decision that time. 3 guys were back there. First one getting through was Jacques Stewart for the Sinton Pirates, and then he had help as Logan DeWald. I didn't catch the 3rd guy, but there was plenty of white jerseys in front of Andrew Body on that one.
Yeah, I think that was Jeremiah Molina, number 33. But, yeah, you're absolutely right. I haven't seen this much pressure on Andrew since last season.
3rd and 10. Check that, 2nd and 10. They'll run it. This is Williams. Williams makes a man miss. Now he's going to go. Williams, 36 yards, 6 points.
He just took his time on that one, Joe. Waiting for the hole to open up on the outside.
Had to shed a little bit. We'll watch on the replay. He has to shed a tackle right about the line of scrimmage. You'll see this right there. And that was it. Blockers down. This receiver's 10 yards downfield delivering blocks. The lead balloons to 21 for the Miller Buccaneers. Williams now with 5 carries and 80 yards. That's his 2nd score of the night on the ground. And before they can get the extra point away, there's a penalty thrown. Illegal substitution as they had problems getting guys on the field. Now earlier, an extra point kind of changed the tone a bit.
A little bit.
Missed one. Up 21 now. A missed extra point isn't such as a big a glaring number.
No.
If you're Miller.
Yeah, they're going to get as much cushion right now as they can and kind of coast it. I think Sinton really needs to answer on this next drive to keep them in this game.
Kick is away, and it's good. Buccaneers have had the ball twice, have scored twice. Still more than half of the third quarter remains. Miller now at 22. Kickoff after this.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
The kids are headed back to school, and this year, more than ever, they'll need internet they can rely on from VTX1 companies. Internet that makes the grade is vital to connect students at home with teachers and professors alike. Our friendly staff is standing by to give you any help you may need. For a limited time only, get free installation from a company headquartered in the Rio Grande Valley. Call VTX1 at 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
We are back here in Corpus Christi, Texas at Buccaneer Stadium. Kickoff underway by the Bucks. Fair catch is called for and made by the Sinton Pirates. And it's been less than 6 minutes since we started this third quarter on the clock, Jake. But that tallies on the clock with 2 scores by Miller has changed the feel of this game right now.
Oh, it has. You can tell. You know, even in the first half, this Miller crowd was kind of uneasy. You know, and I don't know if they still think they're out of it yet. But
Pirates, Rene Galvan, their first drive was plagued by some negative yardage early in the drive. They never recovered and ended up having to punt. Now 1st and 10 for their own 25. Galvan is ready. Pressure coming from the outside. Gets away from one. Still on his feet, delivers a pass. Up for grabs, and it's caught
by Davis.
By the Pirates. Across the midfield stripe, first down.
There was a lot of disaster on that play. You had Rylan Galvan and Dave Davis there in that same area and 2 defenders.
For Dalen Davis, that's his second catch of the night.
And he's on the sideline limping around. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Hopefully it's just a cramp. He'll be right back in.
Pirates changed the field position for certain. They're at the Miller 47. Galvan now with 289 yards through the air. Empty backfield on first down. Here comes pressure again. Delivers it quickly. Caught to the 40-yard line. Going across the field. Ryan Galvan, another catch. Marked down after a 7-yard gain. That's his 6th catch of the night. 6:33 left. We're near the halfway point here of quarter number 3 at Buccaneer Stadium. We saw Sinton go to an empty backfield in the first half. I wondered if we'd start seeing some different pressure looks by Miller. Right now, 5 men up front, showing something coming from that right side.
Oh, it's a keeper.
A run away from that, straight up the middle, and get a first down. That wasn't even a read play. That was a simple quarterback keeper. We're going to run this ball straight up. First down for Galvan, his 4th carry, 25 yards. Again, there's some negative yards in there from some sacks. As we reach the 6-minute mark here in the third quarter. Ball at the 33. Sinton playing catch-up now, down 22. Galvan brings him up. Twins left, Twins right on the receiving side. Play clock down to 10. Drops back to throw. Catch is made.
Nice
Galvan
move.
again by Ryland. He gets across the 30 down to about the 27.
For a kid that big, he's very elusive. You know, he's just not a straight come at you, bowl you over type runner. He's got some moves to him.
He's got moves. He makes things happen after the catch. They're always looking for that in a receiver.
Which is essentially what he's become tonight.
Yeah,
you know,
he has.
He's essentially a wide receiver tonight.
Get the ball in his hands, but now in open spaces. This time, Rene Galvan keeps it, carries it, gets hit, tries to stretch forward for an extra yard. Might have gained a yard on that one. Third down coming up. Fans, again, share the link on our Facebook, if you will. Help get our fans engaged. Other fans may not knowing this one's going on. So share the link first and foremost if you're watching, and like and follow our page. Help us get the numbers up there so when we're talking to advertisers and sponsors, we can show them just what we're putting together here. Third down play. Galvan looks to throw, has time, looks, delivers, wants it all. In traffic, tipped away, incomplete.
I think Davis still hadn't checked back in the game yet, still on the sideline.
See this one. Rylan Galvan, this was into a double team, but you still felt like he had a chance to make that catch.
Yeah.
Now decision time for the Sinton Pirates.
I think at this point, Joe, you go for it.
Fourth down. 4 yards to go. Davis is still on the sideline. Galvan lines up in the slot out on the left-hand side. Two receivers right side. Rene Galvan on 4th and 4. Drops on a deep drop, wanting a bunch again. Corner, and it's incomplete. He overthrew his man. Turnover on downs as the Miller defense back-to-back stops to start this second half.
It's a curious choice there. You know, you only needed about 5 yards for the first down.
Went for a bundle to Aiden Moody. Moody really never had a chance. That ball was thrown over his head, out of bounds.
Out of reach, out of bounds. Yeah, you're exactly right.
And so the Miller Buccaneers will send the offense back on the field. They've now outgained the Sinton Pirates to the tune of 414 to 317, so better by 100 yards. And Body is ready to go. Single back in the backfield, wants to throw. Looking for it all right side, and it is incomplete.
In and out of his hands.
Atkinson had single coverage down there.
Yep. Held on to that. That's probably another 6.
2nd and 10. 4:10 left here in this third quarter of play from Buccaneer Stadium in Corpus Christi. Body waits for his receiver to set down on that right side. Now he's ready, takes a snap, drops it. Picks it back up, and down he goes.
That's a rarity there. It's a sack of Andrew Body by number 88 for the Pirates.
Give credit to Jacques Stewart again. He's had chances at him, just never could quite get that last bead. Did so there.
8-yard loss there on that play. Looking at a 3rd and 18.
On 3rd down. Greenwood back in the game, now back there with the Body. Twin receivers left and right. Body drops back. Here comes pressure. Hit as he throws. Incomplete.
Hesseltine coming in on that outside blitz.
Try to show the end of that play for him.
Brings up a 4th down.
He was untouched from that right side on that blitz. Body just able to get rid of the ball to prevent the sack, but an incomplete pass nonetheless. 4th down. Body lines up, but we've seen him punt out of this formation.
He's gonna kick it.
He'll drop back. Pirates of Sinton should get good field position out of this. Good snap to Body, gets the one away, booms one.
He is the backup kicker. Punter.
Across the 45, it'll roll out.
Good field position for the Pirates.
Pirates have it. They trail by 22. Back after this.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as we are set to go. Ball out across the 46-yard line. Galvan hands it off. And that's pretty much what's happened. Any running attempts straight up off a handoff. Rylan Galvan on the carry might have gained 2. That's his 5th carry for 27 yards. On the ground, 13 carries, 18 yards for the Sinton Pirates as we hit the 3-minute mark of the third quarter.
We got a final score here, Joe. Kennedy 52, Woodsboro 0.
Yikes. Saw that Kennedy squad last week. I said I thought they'd get a lot better after what I watched last week.
Yeah.
Had some missed opportunities on drives. Second down play.
Whoa,
fumble
in the backfield.
Snap. That's a loose ball picked up by the Pirates.
Yeah, a little drop on the exchange there, and then Galvan ends up kicking it into the offensive line. Lucky they got that one back.
2:30 remaining here in the third. This cue brings up 3rd and 10. For the Pirates. Miller next week on the road, my friends.
The Rockport Fulton Pirates.
Trying to dial in all those road games for you, too. 3rd down. Galvan drops to throw, has time, delivers it. Oh, a huge hit delivered.
Hit!
You want to see the biggest hit of the night?
Let's watch that one
Here's
again.
the replay.
Albert Livingston.
Here comes the throw,
with
and
the
here
hit
comes
stick.
the thunder. Bang.
Oh, we got a Buccaneer down. Take a little time out here.
They do so. I'll remind you again, we've got high school volleyball tomorrow afternoon. You know, Kevin's staying out for the Three Rivers volleyball team. We'll have our first look of a home game at Fremont. A couple of volleyball games scheduled and a ton of volleyball scheduled for Tuesday night. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming.
Back here after the injury, everybody okay, and we are set to go. Punting time for the Pirates. Miller bucks back to return it. On 4th and 10 with 1:58 left here in the third. Good snap, kick is away. High booming kick. They'll get away from that. Takes a roll for the Pirates inside the 20. And the Miller offense will step on the field again.
The 19-yard line. We got another final score, Joe. La Vega Pirates 21, Cal Allen Wildcats 13.
Yeah,
Wildcats hung tough in that one for a little bit. It was 14-13 for the longest time in that one. And
Vega gets out of there with the win. We talked about that during our show during the week. It's a great matchup, but you don't necessarily hang your hat on the results if you're either team.
No. Learning experience for both of them.
First down play for the Miller Buccaneers. Andrew Body waits before that. Timeout on the field. Sinton Pirates want to talk it over. 1:50 left. Back with more after this.
Album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Missed a play there on you, my friends. We bring it back. Thanks again for staying tuned in here on Real Sports on a Friday night in Corpus Christi. What a difference this day had. It was cool, nice, great football weather early. Now it's muggy, hot, cold up here, like the heater's on inside this press box.
Yeah, during the break, Joe and I have been talking about all these kids that are cramping up this second half. It's got to do with this mugginess that's just set in over us.
First down play for the Buccaneers, 1st and 15. Body wants to throw. Looking, has a man, delivers a pass up, and incomplete.
Just out of the reach. He had a great move on Burke there.
Lloyd had made the move. The ball was right there. And there again, Jake, we see the score, 49 points. There have been some opportunities Miller's left on the plate.
Oh, definitely.
Could have scored more.
Yeah, just out of reach.
Minute 42 left here in the third as the clock stops. This third quarter has been dominated by the Miller team and mostly on defense. They just outright shut Sinton down. Offense has tacked on 2 more scores. They'll throw again on a crossing route. This time it's caught. And look out. Foot race, and they will not catch Adrian Lloyd. Leave him in the dust. 6 on the board. 85 yards.
Wow. The speed and the separation once he gets the ball is incredible, Joe.
At first, the defender gave chase. I want to show you this on the replay. It went from 5-yard separation to 15 in about 4 steps.
Wow.
(55-27), Miller on top. Now the yardage is just rolling. Extra point.
We got another fist fight going on Real Sports Live, Joe.
Oh, boy.
Orange Grove 26, London 20 with 9:33 left in the fourth.
We thought that might be a great game over there.
Yep.
We thought it might be the game of the week.
On Real Sports Live, folks.
I know you're watching here, but hey, you got a social media device, tune that one in too. You can watch 2 at the same time.
At least we got a couple images from the center fits. I think the center fits got about 4 screens up right now, watching 4 different games.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's
Thanks for the shout, Jay.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That is really neat to hear that. The Miller Buccaneers, I said it, is it more impressive what the defense did? Because the offense was doing exactly what we're seeing in the first half, Jake.
It's what needed to happen. I mean, just like we said, Coach Wimbush made his adjustments. They took away that little squib out that Galvan was running in the first half and kind of shut that down. And now they're having to rely on the deep ball, and Miller's secondary is able to keep up right now.
So the Miller kicking team back on the field. If I can check in on that West Oso group. Well, they had some technical stuff early on, but I think Mark got all that corrected out. 30-26 is the score. 7:38 left in the fourth quarter. Kickoff for the Pirates to the 20. Missed tackle, but they'll wrap him up. And so the Pirates offense will stroll on the field. An offense which put up some eye-popping numbers in the first half and has been shut down here in this second. Galvan, who was red hot in the passing game in the first half, is just 3 of 7 here in the second. Still with 1:22 left in this third quarter of play. Rene Galvan Shifts Rylan Galvan to his right side. Rolls right, looking all the way, delivers, short pass, incomplete. Was that Davis back in the game at
Davis
least?
is back in. That's a good sign.
Dalen Davis has 2 catches on the night. 46 and 27 yards. The last one, though, he exited the game. First time we've seen him back on. He'll stay in here and line up as a receiver on the left side. Wide left. Wide right is Chris Arriaga. Rylan Galvan back in the backfield with Rene Galvan, the quarterback. With 1:16 left here in the third.
Roll out to the
Roll
left.
Out to the wide side of the field and deliver a ball, but the receiver fell down.
Yep, Payette had it if he stayed up. Turf got out from underneath him, slipped down.
That's now 5 in a row in which Galvan has missed in the passing game. And it's 3rd and long coming up. This was a close game, my friends, if you're just tuning in.
Yeah, don't let the score fool you. It was tight here, first half. Going blow for blow, these two. Timeout Pirates.
Timeout on the Pirates. Hey, they're watching at Bubba's 33. I'm seeing some pictures coming through.
Hey, there we go.
Some video.
Yeah.
Bubba's 33, one of our sponsors here on Rio Sports. Give a shout out in the direction of Corpus Christi. That's our first sponsor that tuned in, that assisted us in at least trying to cover these games. So give a shout out in that direction. And they're open till midnight tonight. I told Rudy maybe we'll go over there and grab something, but then they brought this whole slew of food here to us at the booth. And I'm be crazy to say I'm going to go look for someplace to get food with a stack of stuff you got over there to your right side, Jake.
Oh, there's a whole lot of stuff over here. Maybe get it to the player of the game after the game, Joe. Uh-oh, something strange afoot going on in Orange Grove.
What happened?
Oh, I don't know. Just a lot of chatter. What the heck just happened? What happened?
I'm going to tune in. I got it up here on my screen. I'll watch it for a second and tell you. They went to a break. Cal Allen drops another one, though, Jake. We talked about that.
Yeah.
They're back to action, 26-20. Big play there in that Orange Grove game. That's a good one to watch on Rio Sports Live. Rolling out, Galvan looks to deliver a ball.
Oh, he's open.
Got a man. Incomplete. Davis was right there.
Right through his hands, Joe.
And Galvan had to deliver that. Let's see if we can see the end of it. I think we'll miss the pass. He had 5 yards behind the defender.
Just right through his hands.
On that play.
That was a sure 6 right there.
Punting time for the Sinton Pirates. And that kind of play there, Jake, tells you that if you want to sleep, and right now it looks like the Pirates will be an 0-3 team. If you want to sleep on somebody, it better not be these guys, because they're going to bring playmakers, and I think they're only going to get a lot better as the season goes on.
They are, and, the same thing happened to them last season, Joe, as we talked about. They started off maybe 0-4.
On the punt return, here go the Buccaneers.
McCulley and Williams taking punt returns now, too. They started off 0-4 last year, and just started rolling off the wins once district started, and like we said, went 3 rounds deep in the playoffs last year. They are scheduling. Miller's a bigger classification school. Beeville's a bigger classification school. Orange Grove is a classification under. However, we've seen what Orange Grove has been doing. So they've lost to quality opponents. They're not losing games they're supposed to win.
And they're getting better against quality athletes, even here tonight in a 56-27 game. Body takes a snap, hands it off. Williams on the run. Eludes a block, got it, across the 40. First down to the 35-yard line, 17 more yards for McCullum Williams.
There's that flash. He's very elusive, very elusive.
6 carries, 97 yards on the ground for McCullough Williams, and this offense has gone now over the 500-yard mark in total offense for the Miller Buccaneers. They'll run it with Greenwood this time, right up the middle, and he rumbles forward inside the 30. Gains a good 7 more yards for Ethan Greenwood. It's been Greenwood with the lion's share of the carries with 12 compared to 6 for Williams. 73 yards for Greenwood, 97 for Williams. They'll throw it this time, left side to Lloyd. Lloyd takes on a tackler. Got a first down just inside the 25.
We got another final in. Three Rivers 7, Fremont 0. Another game on Real Sports Live. Brought Kevin Naro on the call there.
He'll be out there for volleyball action tomorrow. 18 seconds left on the clock here in the third quarter. Body hands it off to Williams. Williams in the secondary, down to about the 18. Red zone possession now for the Buccaneers. We saw this to start the second half where they elected to say that this ground game can work for us right now to open some things up. That takes us to the end of the third. Dominated. And that's a capital D for the Miller Buccaneers in the quarter to start the second half. We'll have the fourth after this.
Today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
When in Poor Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits, 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North. Back here on Real Sports Live as we start the fourth quarter. Andrew Body and the Miller Buccaneers with a pass play. That's going to be picked off at the goal line for the Pirates.
Was that? It looked like a 23, but I don't think he's playing defense.
Whoever it was, he comes up hurt. We'll take a look at the interception. Look at this play made.
22? Great play. Watch quarterback's eyes the whole time.
They'll tend to him, and we'll be right back after this.
It's filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories.
Back here, Sinton Pirates, offense on the field after the defense picks off Andrew Body for a second time on the night. They'll start a drive at their own 6-yard line. Before that, they'll take a timeout. We'll go and keep it right here. That London game, it's a 6-point game. London inside the Orange Grove 15-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you need to exit out.
Looked like a fumble by London. May have given it back to Orange Grove. That's exactly what happened. They were marching at the 15, fumbled the ball, and Orange Grove takes over.
Another team will exit by their locker room, and the area will be barricaded off.
Fans, again, we appreciate you tuning into our games. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. I know we've got a lot of fans watching it on the YouTube channels on big screens. Again, I want to give a shout out to Bubba's 33. Got some giveaways we're going to be doing with Bubba's 33. Got some stuff to entice some fans to get active in what we're doing. But as they're watching them on the screens, and they were showing me the number of screens that Lauren was going to put us on. And then I just got some videos sent to me. So give a shout out to Bubba's 33.
Thank you, Bubba's.
Food was terrific here, by the way. We had wings of all flavors. We had pizza, and the pizza didn't last long at all. And once word got out that wings were up here, we had some staff from the area coming up. Hey, I heard I had to come pick something up. So good stuff here. Our thanks to Bubba's 33. Running play for the Pirates. That goes for a couple yards. And are you impressed with the fact that the way the Buccaneers defense has stifled the running game tonight?
Yeah, that was the key. Was stop Galvan, and that's essentially what Beeville did last week. That was their plan. And but Sinton made their adjustments as well. They started using him as a receiver.
Rene Galvan is ready on a second down play. Looks to throw.
There's that split out again.
Pressure. He gets it away. Rylan Galvan makes the catch. Hit at the 10. That's short of first down yardage.
That was who was that on the carry? He's a little late getting there, but he's made the stop.
That ends a string of 6 in a row in which they had missed on the passes for the Pirates. Now 3rd and 4 for Rene Galvan. Be watching for Real Sports Live in print. We'll have our magazine back out, looking to have an edition out to kind of go over results and preview some of the teams that are getting ready to start. Galvan delivers a pass. That's going to be incomplete.
A little slow getting there.
Play made defensively by Adrian Lloyd over there.
Guy does it all. We saw this last year with Cassius Clay playing wide out and playing in the secondary as well. He's one of the spots they're missing this year, and one of the spots that they're filling with these young guys here in the secondary. Lloyd coming in as a necessity when number 14 went down. Adam Gonzalez, and I don't think I've seen him back in the game yet. Oh, no, there he is, stretching out that cramp.
Punting situation for Sinton. Punter stands at his goal line, gets it away. Wobbly kick, takes a roll for the Pirates.
Nice sit and bounce there.
Get it across the 50, and Miller will take over. Miller was picked off on their last drive in the red zone at the goal line. So a short field to work with. You were talking about you may start seeing some substitutes coming in for Miller.
Let's see if we see number 15 coming in here. Nope, body's there in the huddle. Thought maybe we'd see a little Jaden Brown coming in the second half, or fourth quarter, actually.
Their 49-yard line. Miller Bucks 1st and 10.
Body ready to go. First down play. Greenwood on the carry. Gets another strong 4.
Tough 2 yards there.
Oh, it's only 2. Yeah, I thought they might give him a little better than that. For Greenwood, 13 carries, 75 yards on the night unofficially. We go into the 10-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Body looks him over, takes the snap. This is Williams. Williams has the fumble and is picked up by the Pirates.
Right in the
Another
hands of
turnover.
Number 22. Ray Perez on the recovery there.
See if it was stripped out or how he.
I think it just fell out, Joe.
It did. He was hit, but the ball was on the opposite side of the man that hit him. Turnovers have been
plenty in this game.
A couple of picks against Body, fumbles. Pirates offense back on the field. Galvan drops back to throw, steps up. Here comes pressure.
Wow.
Gets away from 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
And finally gains yards.
Lost his helmet there at the end of that play. Oh, throwing a
Penalty's
flag.
thrown.
Calling a late hit on that one.
On that hit. Let's take a look. Look at all the guys he gets away from. I don't know if that was a late hit, Jake. But we'll take a look at it again. Tell me, first of all, how many guys does he get away from?
Well, the flag came late. He got away from a
Gets
lot
away
there.
from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I don't
think it was a late hit.
It wasn't a late hit, but it was
It was
unfortunately
a
at the head. I mean, it wasn't a
high
helmet
hit.
to helmet, but he got his body on the helmet.
Galvan gets up. He'll head over on his own power.
So Daniel Trevino, number 12, should be stepping in here for quarterback.
I asked at the beginning of the game, do you think we'll see him? He said, well, I don't think he's been playing much, but right now they're bringing in, it looks like number
Actually,
8.
Braden Brown's coming in, number 9.
9, okay. So Braden Brown replaces Rene Galvan.
Still got a little huddle there with the officials.
They haven't marked the penalty yards off yet. They marked the chains down for the first down.
Well, I think they're talking about, are they going to pick it up? Are they still going to consider it a late hit? What are they doing?
Again, I'm going to show it one more time so you fans can see.
I don't think a call has been made yet, Joe.
The hit occurs that knocks the helmet off right there. But the play was still going. There wasn't a whistle.
Looking at the reaction on the sidelines, I think they're going to count it off against the Buccaneers.
That won't gain any brownie points for the home team as far as the fan base goes.
Yeah, 15-yarder.
So it moves the ball down into Miller territory. First snap of the night for Braden Brown as the quarterback. Still discussions on the sideline. Right now they're talking things over with the Sinton coaching staff.
A couple years ago, Braden's older brother, Brett, was the starting quarterback for Sinton. Ryland's freshman year. That was the year before Troutman, that last year under Tom Allen.
Now I think we're ready. 9:37 left here in this one.
Wow.
They'll call that a targeting call.
They called it targeting. Well, crowd not happy with that call. And there's no replay in high school football, so not like the college where you can overturn a targeting call or the NFL.
And now we're ready. Braden Brown drops back to throw. Steps
Lot
up,
of
gonna
running room.
run. He's got some room. 40, 35,
Ooh.
upended there. Another big hit delivered by the secondary, but that's
He led with his
20 yards.
I think Braden led with his helmet on that one.
That's the best carry on the ground of the night for the Sinton Pirates on a play from scrimmage. Brown upended, not before he got to the 33. Clock running. 9:10 to go. Brown stays in at quarterback. Drops back, and here they come. Steps up, waits, delivers. Incomplete. Looking for Dalen Davis. But an incomplete pass. Rene Galvan, his night, 12 of 25, 307 yards and a touchdown.
I think he may be done for the night, Joe. I'm looking at the sidelines. He's just kind of sitting there. I wouldn't expect to see him back in the
I think
the
they
remainder of the game.
got a good look what he could do against the athletes of Miller.
A quality opponent, yeah.
And again, you build completely on that. Braden Brown now getting into the snaps. 9:02 left here in the game. Facing a 2nd and 10. Drops back, here they come. They hit him, and down he goes.
Albert Livingston again coming from the outside. Untouched.
Show it on the replay. In fact, they were going to back off, and then Livingston at the last second said, "Here I come." And that's what the quarterback being able to see him.
Yep.
In the front windshield coming at you. Ball all the way back to the 43. Remember, at one point in time, this was a one-score game.
Whoa, bad snap.
Brown gets to it.
Still no pressure.
Has time to throw, delivers. This is up for grabs, and it is nearly caught.
Almost caught by Ryland.
Brown threw that 40 yards on the fly into traffic. 4th down for the Pirates, and they'll bring in the punting team. The Orange Grove game is in the history books.
Oh, we got a final, huh?
I think Orange Grove hangs on to win that, 26-20. Fake punt, they'll run it, but they needed a lot more than that. And that'll turn the ball over on downs.
Another score of note here, number 8, Port Lavaca Calhoun, 39. Number 6, El Campo, 27.
Good one.
That triple option that the Sand Crabs run, that's, if you're not used to seeing that offense, it's going to give you fits all night.
Miller Buccaneers back on the field with the offense. Andrew Body stays in the game. Just because of the turnovers, you want to just keep putting some plays together. Body looks to throw. Delivers this one down the right side, and it's incomplete.
He got there a little early. And there's the flag.
We'll show it to you. Lonnie Atkinson was the intended receiver. At the high school level, this becomes a 15-yard play.
Yeah, he just...
And a 15-yard penalty moves the ball downfield, but not as far as it would have had that ball been caught by Atkinson. Nonetheless, ball on the 45 of the Sinton Pirates. 7:54 left here in this game. Swing pass right side, they'll get it to Atkinson. Tries to make a move, takes on a tackler. Stays on his feet, ridden out of bounds.
Oh, this crowd's getting animated out here, Joe. I think they wanted a horse collar there again.
That's a 3-yard gain that got more of a reaction from the crowd than
the
some of the big plays.
Yeah.
Call it a 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6 for Body. Greenwood to his left. Shifts over to his right. Receivers on the left side. Overload that side of the field. Greenwood stutters. Now takes on a tackler.
Wow.
Gains more yards and gets to the 30. Ethan Greenwood. He's now got 14 carries for 84 yards. Williams has 8 for 115 yards. As the ground game goes over the 200-yard mark for the Buccaneers. False start. Reminding you, I'll be running highlights of the both the volleyball action and the football game after tonight's game. Again, our thanks to everyone who tunes in. Getting a shout out to Felipe Esparza, who was last week's picket winner. We put a picket line out there for you to pick who you thought was going to win games that we were broadcasting. He took a $25 gift certificate from Bubba's 33. Bodie gonna hand it off. This is gonna be, or Bodie on the keeper. Takes it to the 30. Gain 4. You're a defender back there, and you see you get a clean shot at Andrew Body. Take advantage. Second down and 8 coming up for Body. Protection. Now he rushed out of the pocket. Still chase. Still looking downfield the whole way. Delivers. It's
misfire.
Tipped incomplete. Body in the game, 18 of 33 for 345 unofficially. 2 picks and a touchdown. At least one.
Well, he's got 2 to Lloyd.
Had him 2, yeah.
1 to Atkinson.
Faces third down here. Tross back to throw over the middle. That's caught. Inside the 15. Catch made by Donovan Terrell. His second catch of the night.
That's complete, number 8, Terrell.
Body throwing 34 times. That's going to be the norm, wouldn't you think, Jake?
Yeah, that's actually under. But, you know, he's got a run game now. You know, so it kind of takes the load off his shoulders a little.
Hands it off to Greenwood. Takes on a tackler. Penalty flag as he got to the 10. That'll stop. The clock was 6 minutes even.
That was thrown very early. Calling a holding on Miller.
So that'll march him back a little bit.
Lloyd's done for the night.
Ball back to the 25. Lloyd on the evening, what did he do? 7 catches, 191 yards. Body to throw again, looking right all the way. Delivers, diving in, incomplete pass. Looking for Atkinson again. Let's take a look at that. This would have been on our highlight reel of the season. Had Atkinson been able to hang on to this one. Body ready to go. Hands it off to Greenwood.
Greenwood up the middle.
Got a couple.
Greenwood up the middle, stop made by number 7.
Third down coming up. 5:37 left here in the game. A shutout pitch by Miller in the second half. And they matched their point total.
Yeah.
From the first half.
From the first half.
Body to throw again. Looking.
Atkinson
and wide open. Caught.
Whoa.
Touchdown.
That was almost thrown behind him. You kind of look surprised that it got there.
Let's take a look at this.
Look at that.
Time, and look how wide open he was.
Look.
Nice adjustment to catch that ball.
Yeah, thrown behind him. But, yeah, great effort, great catch by Lonnie there.
6 more on the board for the Miller Buccaneers.
No good. It hit the upright, huh?
Did. 5:08 to go. Kickoff after this.
In San Benito. TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Back here, Rio Sports Live, coming to you in Corpus Christi, Texas, after the touchdown scored by the Miller Buccaneers. Shutout in the second half, thrown by this Buccaneer defense. Meanwhile, the offense betters a first half production of 28 points. Fumble on the kickoff return. Pirates are able to get onto it. They'll have the drive starting at their 23. Our appreciation to all the fans who are tuning in. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're watching there, and I see a bunch of people are watching there. And
Got
also our Facebook, we appreciate you there.
Got the number 2s for Miller coming in on defense. Still got Lloyd out there playing corner, though.
Just in case.
Guess he needs some work.
And why not when you see that as Sinton comes on the field, Dalen Davis is out there as a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Lines up out to the left-hand side. Davis has a couple of catches tonight, 73 yards. Rylan Galvan in the receiving game, 8 catches, 199 yards. Now a running play for the Pirates. Take it to the right side, down the sideline, still on his feet, out of bounds to the 50.
Is that number 16, Christian Moreno?
It was.
Number 16, Cristian Moreno.
Hard running. You'll see this.
Quick. Very quick.
And willing to take on a safety at the end of that. First down play for the Sinton Pirates. Quarterback keeper this time, staying on his feet for a moment. Getting back to the line of scrimmage, no further for Braden.
He got about a half yard,
Brown.
maybe one.
Clock running, 4:39 to go in this one. Second down and 9. Pirates in the first half went toe-to-toe with this Miller team, matching them score for score. Brown throws. That's picked off by the Buccaneers. The defense makes another play.
Jordan Morin, number 17 on that interception.
See this. He just reads a quarterback all the way. Let's see, he is able to jump the route.
Step right in front of it.
And with 4:05 to go.
There he is, Jaden Brown, coming in at quarterback for the Bucks.
So Andrew Body's night is finished, 20 of 35 for 389.
Remember week 1, I think he threw for a touchdown, maybe ran for a second against Coloso Midway, if I remember right.
Has him ready to go here on a first down play. They'll run it inside the 40 down to a 35-yard line. So we go under 4 minutes left here in this game.
That was a new runner as well. That was Morris Stafford, number 35.
Running play left side again.
Couple flags in there. Maybe coming back.
Hasseltine in on the stop, but again, we'll sort out the flags. So we are in the final stages of this one.
Yep, looks like a hold. Count it off.
Friday night here at Buck Stadium. I would say Buck Stadium will be quiet next week, but it really won't. There's scrimmages that are going to be taking place. We're not going to be broadcasting those scrimmages. I'll go ahead and let you fans know that right now. We've got so many schools.
You got to wait one more week.
We're on board. Just wait a week, and we'll be here Thursday and Friday across the board here and at Cabinets. Up the middle for the Buccaneers.
again.
What a run by Stafford. He's taking advantage of some playing time here in the fourth.
Oh, Stafford up the middle, inside the 30-yard.
26 yards on that carry. 630 yards of offense now for Miller tonight against Sinton. They'll run it again. Left side.
Ooh.
Tackle made across the 21. Hard hitting still going on by the Sinton Pirates as well.
Yeah, that's one thing. You know, the defense hasn't stopped playing.
Not at all. 7-yard gain, make it a 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4 coming up.
2:45 left on the game clock.
The players are shuffling off the sidelines in the game for Miller. This is where guys take advantage of playing time and try to earn some additional playing time in games coming up. Hard hit again by the Pirates. It's Hesseltine again. And that Pirate volleyball team looked impressive this afternoon.
Yeah?
Against Miller, yes.
It was a very quick match.
They were intense, some heavy hitting. I came into the game saying, you know, to fans, I still think Freer's the best team we've seen yet on our broadcast. I may not be singing that tune anymore. That's how good Sinton looked. Ooh, running play goes for naught. That's where again we make the difference in what we're doing here in Real Sports. We're here for the football, but we're also here for all the other sports. Matter of fact, on the 24th of September, we'll be at the natatorium covering swimming and diving here in Corpus Christi.
Wow.
With a broadcast.
Look
Yes,
at that.
sir.
Look at that. See, we don't not just tailored for football, folks.
No, sir, but we've got that covered.
There's another flag.
That play is finally blown dead. Well, penalties raining all behind that. Minute 24 left in this one.
Yeah, getting a little chippy here at the end of the game.
Again, we appreciate any of the business owners out there that are considering becoming an advertiser with us. I know we've got several that Joe has been talking to. Both Joe Martinez and Joe Gomez now are assisting us in the marketing side. Billy Sweeney also doing that up in the Refugio side. We appreciate your consideration. We would appreciate even more assisting us with what we need to carry this forward, as we've expanded in a huge way here in Real Sports in the Coastal Bend. Further, how far does the Coastal Bend really go? When you define that territory, Jake, in your eyes, where does that go?
I guess it varies. You know, we defined it as far as Refugio, Port Lavaca. You may talk to somebody else who defines it a little further, a little more south.
Pirates running. They'll get it out to the 35-yard line. Well, we've got Refugio covered. As far west now as Freer. I think that's the furthest we've gone on a consistent basis. Of course, we've been all those schools.
We got Kennedy in the mix now, too.
Kennedy
right?
now, that's northwest. So again, we've covered these playoffs, which carry us into San Antonio and Austin. We've had Westlake, we've had Lake Travis on our broadcast. And then in tournaments, we've had teams from Dallas and Houston. But on a consistent basis now with the expansion truly encompassing the Coastal Bend and the Rio Grande Valley. It's quite the task as we hit the 40-second mark here in this one. Still looking for play-by-play individuals and camera operators. Camera operators are starting to become a need.
A hot commodity.
Yeah, they are. I know you and Justin are looking for someone to be that guy, to be your camera operators. And again, we're talking about here at Cabinets, or over at Cabinets and here at Buck.
Got some outstanding benefits.
Yes,
to
sir.
hang out with two cool cool dudes.
There you go. And
Can't use the verbiage I used in the tweet.
And I'm telling you now, there's food. Corpus 33 is bringing food to the broadcast booth, and we're trying to entice some camera upgrades.
I think we got the ball game.
That'll do it. The Miller Buccaneers win this one 62-27. Final score. And they shook off the rust.
Yeah, they took a half, but they eventually shook it off. And now they get ready to roll into Rockport next week.
Put up some huge numbers. Post-game show. Thanks again for joining us. We're gonna wrap it up with a quick post-game because why? We're gonna try to get some interviews with some of the players and coaches. Everything's changed in 2020 because they don't stay around as long as they used to. They're in, they're out, they're gone. Jake, final thoughts real quick.
Miller was the team that we thought they were going to be. Just took a little bit longer than usual. Same kind of game as we saw last year where they sit and fought them very hard in the first half, and then, Miller just had the gas later on in the second quarter, second half, and Sinton just couldn't keep up.
Player of the game, Andrew Body. That's who I'm selecting. I think we were unanimous on that choice. Andrew Body, 20 of 35 through the air, 389 yards in the passing game, and directed the show, and the offense never let up. They scored, first half, second half, and closed it out with a win.
Yep. I think play of the game belongs to Dejon Bisbee. Big boy getting that interception there on the 3-yard line.
Yes, sir. We'll have that on our highlight reel, which I'm going to play here in just a bit. Jake's going to get down there and do some interviews. I'm going to wrap it up, run some highlights. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Jake, enjoyed it. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Till next time. So long.